Yo, Flows, what's up? It's good to see you all. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you could make it. It's going to be an exciting one because tonight we're talking about the ISS, the tin can floating into supposed space. And they're planning to decommission it and crash it in 2030. Anyway, we got Jeff in the house. We got Joe. We got PJ, Luca, Alan, and Roger. Hello.
Hello.
It's really good to see you all. Thank you for coming.
Hello. Good to see you all.
Yeah.
And you got Alan's MX5 in the background as well. Way.
Not MX, M5, man.
M5. Do you know why I said MX5? Do you know why I said MX? I was thinking the Mazda, the Mazda.
Yeah.
The M5, what an idiot. Yeah, the M5, not the MX5.
Oh, and we also got Vicky in the house as well. Sorry, Vicky. I never really say hi to you as well, but you're also there. So, hello, Vicky.
Say hello.
Hello.
People can't hear a hand wave from behind the TV. Michael says,
And then we got everybody in the house. We got misinformation agent Jeff Conkel, Kevin Conrad, Terret. Good to see you guys. Alan, obviously, thank you for coming. Mr. Sidewinder, Brian Shuka. Hey, what's up, man? Ian Henry, thank you for coming, man. Glad you guys could make it. And I see people have voted.
Yeah.
The ISS must be destroyed because of evidence. 56% say. Sorry?
Michael's backstage.
I'll let him in now. He's late, so he can wait. Just joking.
He's late.
Let me let the boss in before he doesn't give my pay.
Oh, listen, you haven't had the first lot of pay in the first place, so.
Listen. Boss ain't late. He's just had to go to A&E.
That's right.
Yeah, what happened?
Look, he's even back.
You're all right.
What happened though? You're saying Beth cut off her finger?
Nah, she didn't cut it off. She's got a big gash in it, messing about with glass.
But she's
While we're
okay.
streaming early, she comes in, she says, "Oh, look, I'm." And I was like, "Look, you'll have to wait while I've done streaming."
just bleed out. Just bleed out for a little bit.
Let me glue it because it weren't that bad. Right? Anyway, we've been to hospital, and guess what? They've glued
it.
Oh god.
I've literally. Oh mate, we're a nightmare. I had £1 to my name, put it in vendor for a bag of crisps.
Oh,
it robbed me.
Oh, you're kidding.
I goes to this nurse. I says, "Your vendors robbed me." Like she went, "Well, no, we can." I said, "I'll tell you what I'll do about it." I said, "I'm going to smash it up till I get my bag of crisps." I was there flying, kicking it and everything, like. And there's this Asian kid watching me, and he was pissing himself. But I got my bag of crisps in, and don't you worry.
But it's good to see you. I hope that.
Yeah, we're fine. That's fine. I'm back. I'm angry because I've had to go to hospital and then for now.
Yeah.
Fight with a vending machine for now, and then come our way back for now. So I'm angry like, but.
And lose a gold nugget from that as well, man. You're right.
I'll get over it. Don't worry.
Hey, Michael, I love your bedside manner. I'm telling you.
You love what?
Your bedside manner.
Oh, mate. If I put money in something and it don't get me what I've put money in for, I'm angry straight away, like rocking it, smashing it, kicking it, you know.
I hear you.
I'm sure they do it on purpose, like.
Yeah.
I'm what? I'm a bit like what? What do you mean?
Michael, what does A&E stand for?
What does what?
What does
A&E.
A&E mean?
A&E.
Accident and emergency.
What?
Accident and emergency.
Emergency.
Oh. Let's just call it emergency.
No, that's
Calling me like A&E. Like,
it is, yeah.
Well,
I'm not
that
Don't you guys
going
put like
to
ICU or something like us, yeah?
that brings me to a point is they can build a vending machine that will rip you off, but they put people in space at the same time. Doesn't make sense.
So, right, well, let me answer this, right? I was carrying on my stream. I don't know. I was very surprised at Karen. I believe Brian Staveley might have sent a link.
Yeah, he did.
But like, I've already had Neil on my case, like, licking
Hello.
his ass, you know what I mean? But it's like, no, if they're against Dave, then they're on our side, aren't they? Like,
Is it working?
How's
would think so.
it going? Yeah. Good to hear you, man. How's it going?
Who was that?
Huh? Who came in?
Misinformation agent.
Oh,
Misinformation agent. Who's that?
I have no idea.
But anyway,
Hello.
like, yeah, Karen B were in
You
my
hear me?
We can
Karen
hear
B
you.
were
Yeah.
on my stream, and I don't know why she were there.
Oh.
I was very surprised myself, and I even mentioned that on the stream. I was like, I'm surprised
yeah.
you're here, like, but it seems that Dave Weiss in good books with everybody as it seems.
Thought, aye.
You know?
Absolutely.
And why should he be when he's a performance like that?
Exactly.
You know?
And that's what it was. That was my conclusion. It's to be able to be like that. It's got to be a performance. To say, I know for a fact it's level, but I can't tell you it's a flat Earth. But I can definitely tell you that if it's not a flat Earth, then it's a big ball, a huge ball.
The thing that caught my attention though is he refused to just answer. I mean, he's asked straight the question: do you believe the Earth's flat? It's a simple yes or no.
Yeah.
And not once did he just attempt to say yes.
Yeah, if you've been in flat Earth like 8-10 years and you can't answer Earth's flat, then you might as well get yourself back to that heliocentrism. I'm sorry, like, but
You know why it is?
Yeah, go on.
Oh,
I just want to say something. When you don't make a claim, it's easier to continue the illusion. This is why he never makes a claim. So you cannot say he is saying flat Earth or spherical Earth.
Yeah, but it does say them things. Like, I don't think the guy knows what he's saying, to be honest, because it does make a claim like we measure Earth flat, and then he can't answer the question when asked. You know what I mean? So does he even know what he's saying? I think he reads the script. I really do.
Are you talking about Dave?
Yeah.
Dave
About
Weiss.
Dave Weiss, like, you can't make a statement like we measure Earth flat, and then later, 2 minutes after or whatever, when somebody says, "Do you know 100% Earth's flat?" dance around bush, because you've already said it.
60
He can't. If someone will ask him something about flat Earth after he said that, he will not be able to answer. This is why he never claims flat Earth.
No.
No, the problem is with this, he specifically couldn't say, yes, I believe it's flat. You understand? That
Has
was
to
not
be
about, it's based on do you believe it's flat or not? It's not about making claims. What you believe is not a claim.
you got to back up your claim. We counted 20 times on the QE channel. They couldn't answer the question.
I was being nice when I said 16 now.
Yeah, you were.
I lost count. I was actually counting today, but then I lost count.
He asked it like 3 times back to back, and then he just obfuscated again and again.
Not once could he say it. Then he quickly said it at the end. Quickly. Like in amongst everything else. Like a quick, yeah, that's right.
Don't make the claim about flat Earth that you've got an app.
I know.
Yeah.
He makes the money off the app. You know what I mean? It's flat Earth.
Flat Earth.
All these people getting together, all these flat Earth videos that you can get to it, links from it, and all that. All this care about flat Earth, all these proofs. But you can't turn around and can't claim that I am a flat Earther. But you can claim that.
Don't forget the conference, the t-shirts, the hats.
Yeah, all the money. Yeah. What's your definition of flat? What do you think flat is? What would you call flat?
Well, you know when you get a puncture in your tire.
Yeah.
You get a flat.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god.
Madness.
Dave's making a mockery out of it. That's what I think.
You can't be. People surely can't. People are still sticking up for him, but there is more people than I thought there would be that's seeing it.
So, like, just for anybody who didn't see, here's my issue. Right? he goes on all these channels. I don't know whether they ask him or he invites it. He asks them if he can go on it. It don't really matter. He goes on all these channels and he says things like, we believe this and flat earthers think this, right? That's my problem, right? When he's saying them things, he's talking for us.
Right.
If he went on these channels and said, I'm a true earther and I believe this and I believe that, then I won't have a problem. But the fact that he's speaking for us all winds me up.
Yeah, I agree. He doesn't speak for me, that's for darn sure.
No, I don't speak for none of us, and I hope that stream helps, like, you know, and I hope more people speak out against him. But like I said, I was surprised to see Karen B there, you know.
It was
good to see her there. But like I said to her today as well, we don't agree with everything she says, but I do think she does a great job though.
Yeah, she's done. Karen B's got some mint flat Earth videos, like, you know.
Yeah.
She's also a great narrator as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, the guy, Dr. John D, she usually reads out his videos. They're very good. Her voice is very nice to listen to.
I think I heard her read out.
I'm all for, like, you know, like quelling arguments, you know. Like, we can't all agree on the same things in flat Earth. Let's all be flat earthers, then iron out all arguments. But there is a few flat earthers who are out there to deceive, and they need calling out. I'm sorry, but they do. And that's where we're at.
By the way, I just want to say something to be honest. I'm not a flat earther.
Yeah.
I'm here to give another opinion about the ISS stuff and maybe to enrich some of the following about what is can be in reality and cannot. But I'm here to debate normally, to discuss normally, not attack anyone or something, just to give another opinion. And I wanted for you all to know in advance that I'm like debunking channel as well.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, it's good to have you on, but like you said, we actually like when people like you come on because we don't just want people that just agree with us all the time.
I don't think it's a bad thing to have like ballers on with us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Respectful
You're
ones.
always welcome.
I've had a few, like, and I don't think that's bad. So if you're respectful, mate, we can be respectful, and
Absolutely.
I think it's productive, like.
Exactly.
If you can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. I also wrote to Flatzoid in Discord in advance about it. And I gave him
Like
my
I said, you're always
information and all.
Okay.
You hear?
Yep. We're on, yep.
Yep.
Shout out to something. Can he turn his microphone down? Okay, I'll turn it down a bit here.
It's a little loud.
Michael has to turn you up a bit. You're a bit soft. Alan's also a bit soft.
If he's on the phone, they do sound loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my phone.
So Luca,
PJ used to. In fact, PJ owes me some new eardrum.
Yeah, I used to be booming on my phone, didn't I?
You're still blooming.
so how does it feel to have a fellow Glober with you on now? You happy about that?
Yeah.
That's good. Well, yeah, like I said, it's good to have you guys on. What are your guys' thoughts on the whole ISS thing there?
Fake as. Oh, well, there's definitely a light you can see in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've seen it. I've got video footage of it.
Yeah.
But if there's really people on it, why do they need to fake it? And they clearly are. Like, that's for me, like, the faking part isn't up for debate, because there's video after video after video. We can clearly see that it's been faked. So if there is really men on a tin can orbiting Earth, why do they need to fake it?
Exactly right.
Exactly. There shouldn't be need of any faking whatsoever. If it was real, they should be able to just display it openly, and everyone was like, oh, hey, look at that. They're really floating out in this big tin can out there.
I mean, the only way I could argue against it, just between me and my own mind, is why would they be faking it if it's real? Is that it's like orbiting Earth in a circular fashion like sun and moon, but there's no zero gravity. Like,
No.
that's the only way I could reconcile it in my head if it were a real thing, like, which I don't think it is, like, but I'm offering both sides of the argument in my own head.
And the speed it claims to be going is just ridiculous. And especially when you see it in the sky, it ain't going at speed.
But see, the other thing is, a light in the sky streaking across doesn't prove anything.
No.
It's just a light going across the sky. They can time it and say, okay, that's ISS. And see, if you look in the app where the ISS is, you can actually look into the sky and see a light going across. That's easy to fake, right?
You can also look at that app, though. You can also look at that app and go out and don't see it. Because I've done that many a time. Like, you know, it's not always accurate.
Yeah.
It's not always there. And believe me, I've spent a lot of time looking at the sky. Like,
I want to know how high it's flying. Where exactly is?
so the guy who's in chat who wants to defend ISS, what have you got to say about all evidence showing where they're on like ropes and stuff?
I want to ask, even before defending the ISS, did you know that the ISS deorbiting, it's not new news? Like,
Yeah, obviously.
No,
I've been saying it for years.
Like,
They've been
Skylab
planning to
before
do it
that
by-
and stuff.
Yeah, because I've been saying for years they've been planning to do it by 2030.
Yeah.
But it's the way they need to do it that's the dodgy thing.
Yeah, I got
can
a
you
question.
elaborate? Why do you
dodgy
think
thing
it's a dodgy thing?
Well, first of all, have you ever seen it actually built?
Let's look at it this way. Right? The dodgy thing is, it goes against thermodynamics.
Right.
You know, what is that?
The vacuum, yeah.
Can we go question by question? I think he asked,
Yeah,
did we see it?
Yeah, I did ask a question.
Did we see it get built? We didn't see it get built,
Why?
since it was built in space using rockets that open up and connected those parts one by one.
They were
What do
the
you
space
mean?
shuttles.
We
Wait.
saw using cameras some of the connection of the ISS. But do you know how we did it in the 90s? We launched one tin can, then another tin can, and then we connected them, right?
Yeah.
Did you
Whatever.
wait? Did you say that they built it in space?
Yes.
Do you wanna
Yeah.
defend space?
Do you know about
Do you want to
the...
defend the vacuum then? Because it's kind of like a major part of the flat Earth thing.
Definitely.
Well, hold on. You know it's not a vacuum, right?
Oh.
Near vacuum, whatever.
Yeah.
But it is a
Wait,
major
wait,
part
wait,
of the
wait,
debate.
Wait,
Whoa.
actually,
Whoa.
that's the problem. Your
Wait,
globe does claim it to
wait.
be a vacuum.
Flats, wait, Luke, even NASA calls it the vacuum of space. So let's just forget that let's not get hung up on whether it's a vacuum or not. We all know
Vacuum,
that it's
near
not
vacuum,
a
it doesn't
vacuum as
really
in
matter.
books, right?
Let,
The
let's
Earth is in
the
this
idea.
thing.
Vacuum,
Hey,
vacuum
hold on,
is different from a near vacuum.
Oh my
Luke.
goodness, it's the same thing.
It's
It's
classed
the
as
same
a near
thing.
perfect
Um,
vacuum, right? NASA calls it the vacuum of space. That's good enough for me. This is an anti-flat Earth argument, right? It's a vacuum for all purposes.
Let's
Yeah.
maybe
Go
we
ahead.
can go on modern day debate and do a debate just about does the ISS exist?
How about you defend
Not
it
on
here,
modern
though?
day.
Well, we're
You're
already
here
talking
right
about it
now. How about you
man.
defend
Wait,
it here
wait,
in the here and now?
Please let me speak to the guy. Don't go on modern day debates. It's a shit show, mate. Why not debate on Flatz's channel?
We're right, yeah.
Listen,
I
mate,
will.
Me or PJ can moderate if you want. Like, we can be like genuine moderators. Like, get it
on.
You don't need to go on somebody
Happily,
else's
I
show.
just
Let's
can't
get views.
answer 4 things at the same time.
Yeah.
You understand?
Okay, yeah,
this
we
is why
understand,
I offered.
But tonight's not really debate night, though. But like I was saying, if you want to debate
Yeah,
it like
yeah.
1v1, yeah, I'm more than happy to
At least
debate
do it on
Just-
Flatz's show and let Flatz get views. Why go to modern? I don't like modern day debate, me.
Yeah, so I'm saying here is more to talk over things in general and hear different opinions. And if he will want, he can find me and email me, and we can do it one-on-one if he wants.
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, like I say, if you really want to do 1v1 debate, I'm more than happy to, man.
Absolutely.
I can moderate like I'll not pick no size, and so can PJ. Like
I'd like to schedule a debate. Maybe after the stream, we can talk about it. Maybe.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Can I ask you guys a question right quick? Remember a little thing called Skylab?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. On the Skylab, they actually had running water and showers and stuff, and I've actually watched video of this. How come they don't have like running water on the ISS station? How come it's floating around everywhere? What's the height of the Skylab and ISS are almost the same? Why does the physics
almost like
on
Skylab were advanced compared to ISS?
Yeah, and they crashed it too. I actually watched that happen myself with my own eyes.
But
The whole thing is
you don't
that,
need to worry about fresh water in the ISS because you just drink your pee.
oh yeah, but how come water acts differently on the ISS station than it did on the Skylab? That's my question. How come the physics of water on the ISS? Go ahead.
Everything on the ISS in microgravity, not lack of gravity, microgravity, which is like 90% of what you have on Earth.
That is a load of garbage.
So what I'm saying is they were about the same height, and the Skylab was orbiting.
That's false because when they're when they're orbiting on the ISS, they had 0G.
Don't say
Skylabs when they went Skylabs, it was also 0G. So
there's no such thing.
I don't know Skylab, so I.
No, there's no such thing as
0G.
low gravity.
It's classed as
Yeah,
weightless.
free fall is known as 0G.
Is it not classed as weightless? Like
Yeah.
Yes, it's classed as weightless, and they were both about the same height.
Falling, but you can't say 0G.
Yeah, my point is,
I can
trying to make it is.
Wait, just let Roger make his point quickly, then we'll get back to sorry.
Okay.
All
Sorry,
right. My point is, how come the physics of water aren't the same in both Skylab and ISS? They're almost at the same height in orbit. Why did the water act differently on Skylab as opposed to the ISS? Does the physics change between the 70s and now? That's what I'm asking. Do you understand where I'm going with that?
Well, why does water stay in a glass on the Chinese space station?
Yeah. It's in the glass level. Yeah, we did.
It just says they're changing it and hoping nobody catches their flaws. They're doing it here, or on a parabolic flight, one of the two. The point of the story is it should be exactly the same. The water should have been floating around all over the Skylab, just like it does on the ISS station.
Right.
And this has been shown already. Be a fact. So I want you to validate the ISS station, and with Skylab, same physics. They're not the same. It doesn't work the same. It should. It should have did exactly the same thing on the Skylab as it does on the ISS. That's my point. Go ahead, guys. Answer my question.
Tony Wickham brings up a good point. If you get a leak, you got a leak. You know, like when that thing went down.
Really good engineering.
Yeah, when that thing went down to Titanic and it had a little leak, it imploded and crushed it. So when you get a leak on ISS, why don't it explode? Like,
and Bob Noodle Doodle, when did Flats agree to the speed of the ISS and all this kind of stuff? Like, what are you talking about?
He's taking misrepresentation. I said it could be doesn't make it a global flat Earth.
See what I mean? People
It
just
could be
Because
any
I've
speed,
said
really.
all the time, it could be at a lower altitude,
yeah.
going slower that has a different actual size, getting
Yes,
the same
but
angular size. So therefore, it
If-
looks
if-
like it's at that age. It doesn't make it there.
Ooh, I've got a commenter.
if you call something orbit, doesn't that disprove that Earth by itself? Because
Wait.
it's doing orbit.
Just 1 minute. I've
90
got to answer
minutes.
this question because it's relevant to what's going off today. Airless Primate says Dave Weiss was my intro into this subject. Why is he bad now? Eric DeBay were my intro into this,
Yeah.
but I don't watch
thing
him
is-
anymore.
Sorry,
Right?
Ellis,
Dave
the
Weiss
problem
might
is-
have introed you to it. Don't make him a good person. Don't mean he's not a gatekeeper, because that's what gatekeepers do. They show you some truth and then they keep you stuck.
Yeah, you've had people like FTFE and McToon being their intro to flat Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, Dave Weiss, yes, great. He's brought a lot of people to flat Earth, but the problem is he's not claiming to be a flat earther. He's representing flat Earth while not being a flat earther. That's the issue. So he's being dishonest.
Yeah.
So while we can say, yeah, great, he's done some good things for flat Earth, bringing some people in, but that's about it. He's not claiming to really be a flat earther, and that on my book is, if you're fighting for something you believe in, you're not going to be deceptive about it. And Dave Weiss is being deceptive. Unfortunately, this is a thing that the Globers are also picking up on, and that's why they're trying to push deception on all flat earthers now, because Dave Weiss is representing flat Earth for some odd reason, which he claims he's not. He's a true earther or something. You understand?
Yeah. It's easy.
I got
It's easy. It's easy. If you're a flat earther, if you say you know for a fact that things are level, and you've got proofs that things are level, things are work on the flat Earth, you can say it's a flat Earth. You can, but he says for a fact he knows things are level, but he won't say it's a flat Earth. But he will say, if it's not a flat Earth, it's a ball that's a million times bigger than what they're telling us. But he can't say it's a flat Earth. But he can say, however, imply that it's a ball. That's not a good model to have when it comes to flat Earth. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to where we were on the ISS.
Yeah, they never answered my question. For instance, I'll give it to you. Like, I have video footage of guys on the Skylab taking showers and having running water inside the Skylab.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And
No,
how do you have?
They claim it won't work on the ISS though,
Why?
because it's 0G.
Well, wasn't
Skylab
what
was-
Skylab 0G too?
What?
Skylab
Skylab
was-
the ISS are the same.
Yeah,
orbit,
listen, guys. Right?
That's
Let's let the defenders at ISS speak.
Okay.
They're both in
Let one of them
low
answer,
orbit.
Roger.
So what was the orbit? What's the orbit of the Skylab? How high was it?
I think they're both similar in low Earth orbit. So
Yeah. So
But
here,
435 kilometers up. It's actually higher than what the ISS is. So that means they
Okay.
would have to be traveling faster tangentially than the ISS. Because the ISS would be traveling 17,500 miles an hour. Because Skylab is about 20 kilometers higher, they should be traveling faster tangentially to Earth. So therefore, Skylab was traveling
The
even
gravity
faster.
must be stronger 20 kilometers out in Skylab than it was for the ISS. That's why they could take showers in there.
oh yeah.
Let's see, how fast
Well-
did Skylab orbit? This is funny. 16,000 miles an hour. What?
it's traveling slower.
Wait,
yeah,
you see,
I
it's
could
things
have
like
answered
this.
that one.
It's things like this that make me go. Wait, I've got a better thing to show you. It's things like this that make me do this.
These are all things that they just tell you.
Why? It's kind of the same speed. It just depends on
Kind
the height.
No. Let's put it this
The
way.
further away you are, you would
Yes,
have to
ISS
tangentially
If you
wait,
go
wait.
to if you go
The
to
size-
Further
orbit,
away from Earth you get, the faster you
The
must
faster
be
you have to go.
yes,
They're going 16,000 miles an hour in Skylab, was 435 kilometers from the Earth's surface. compared to the ISS going 17,500 miles away, only 404 kilometers from Earth's surface. You see the issue here?
Yeah. Skylab should have been
Not
going
make
faster.
sense.
Do you understand that the station falls down sometimes,
Oh
gets
my goodness.
dragged, changes speed?
Drag against
I
what?
don't see
Is
the
there
issue
air up there?
So,
in what you said.
no,
Also,
no.
Skylab,
Wait. So does it drop in? Does it like drop like kilometers?
it is dropping 1 mile every month. Unless you send a spacecraft
So
every
like,
few months to pick it up, it will fall down
right, so
in 400 days.
right, so in 20 years it's been up there. It should have been on Earth.
Yeah,
Should
but
have
they
crashed.
do have rockets pushed.
Yeah,
to push
so,
it back up,
so
but
that's
keep
what
it
I'm
in
saying.
orbit.
They are missions.
The
Okay,
speed is
they send
necessary
rockets, they
to-
pick it up.
It's necessary to maintain orbit of
Yeah.
around
How-
28,000.
So they dock with that so easily at that speed, do they? And it's just
Yeah, I
brilliant.
just want to say, sorry guys, before we go on, I just want to say thank you, Tony Whitcomb, for your £20 super chat. Really, really appreciate it, man. You rock. He says, it's funny how globies claim there is no up or down, yet they say north and south, and when in fact there shouldn't be a direction.
No.
Mm-hmm.
What?
100% true. Tony, you rock. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it.
Why it's true.
Look, right, we could argue about this forever, right? Whether heights and whether it's dropping in height and raising in height, you know,
Let's do
argue
this
about
one.
this, right? But is it claimed to be in space?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, according to physics professors who say that if your claim or your theory goes against the laws of thermodynamics, then you've got big problems.
Yep.
So, if it claims to be in a place that's against thermodynamics, your ISS has got problems.
Okay. Let me put it this
Yeah,
way.
but misunderstanding thermodynamics doesn't mean
Misunderstanding.
Oh,
right?
wait.
like that.
We don't
in
misunderstand
reality.
it at all.
Misunderstanding orbital mechanics is also not a reason for something
Okay.
not to exist.
Okay, before we get on to
You have to keep
thermodynamics and stuff,
misunderstanding it.
can you see on screen what I got here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would be Skylabs, and this would be the ISS.
Skylab
Okay.
is a bit
Can I
high.
ask
Yeah.
you before why we are talking about two different stations when we have
Oh my goodness.
satellites in different speeds, in different orbits?
No,
You know,
we're talking about specifically about Skylab and
Starlink is lower, but
Stop,
in a
right?
different speed.
No,
We
stop,
don't-
right? If it gets further away from Earth, it goes faster.
Yeah.
Listen, wait,
So
can I make my
if you've
point
got-
now, Michael?
I was just trying to explain to this guy though, like because
Yeah, I
he's
just
like,
wanna make my
what
point
does
though,
it
man.
matter?
Yeah, I just want to make my point though.
Fair enough.
The thing is, look, someone's making a lot of background noise.
Roger.
That's me. Hold on.
That
anyway-
shed man do.
Okay, so the ISS is about 404 kilometers above the Earth's surface, okay? Its tangential speed from the radius is 17,500 miles an hour to keep its orbit. Now, if you're saying Skylab is 435 kilometers high, you know, so it's about 31 kilometers higher. It's further away from the Earth's surface to keep its radial tangential speed. Shouldn't it be traveling faster than the ISS, not slower than it?
No.
That's
no.
the point.
And that was my point about all these different satellites at different heights. If they're all at
But it
different
should be
heights, they could all be
traveling
moving at
faster.
different speeds.
Yeah, but it's not, Luca. That's the point. The ISS is said to travel 17,500 miles an hour at average, and the
Yeah.
Skylabs was at 16,000 miles an hour at average.
Makes sense.
It's further away from Earth.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, how does that make sense?
Oh my goodness.
It makes sense if you think in opposites.
Right, look,
Yeah.
I've got a Placky Pig and a Porsche next to each other. And Placky Pig's going 2 miles an hour, and Porsche's going 60 miles an hour. And I say they're both going at the same speed. and you're going to answer to me, that makes sense.
Yeah,
It doesn't, mate.
Doesn't
makes sense, bro.
gravity drop
It makes
off
about as much sense
the
as
further away
Because
you are?
but you know why I'm saying, Luca, it doesn't make sense? Because it's further away, it has to fall further around the Earth. So as it's falling further around the Earth, due to its general um, uh, distance from mass against attracting mass in your model, it's supposed to travel faster to keep up with the tangential velocity, and it's traveling slower. It goes against what's supposed to be happening in physics.
Since it's higher up, it doesn't need to go as fast to complete its.
It has to go faster.
Yes, it goes faster.
It has to go faster, mate.
Why don't you get that? If a car, if you put it on the inside of a circuit, right? The car on the outside, if you're on the inside, the car on the inside will have to go slower than the car on the outside. To keep the car on the outside would have to go faster to keep up with the car on the inside.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, dude. Wow.
And if you deny that, Luca, then you're just talking bollocks, mate.
Okay, wait, let me put it this way. Luca, if you put something higher up, okay, compared to something lower, let's take 2 bowling balls, and you go to a building that's, let's say, 30 stories. You go on the top with 30 stories, and the other one you go at 15 stories, and you drop them at the same time. Okay? What's going to happen?
Yeah. Well, the one that's lower is going to hit the ground first.
But which one's going to have hit faster velocity before it hits the ground?
The higher one.
There we go.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Come on,
you just
Luca,
figured
man.
something else and now your brain is going to explode.
Luca, mate, come on. Like, you're
Think
being dishonest, pal. I like you, Luca, like, but come on, mate, you are being dishonest.
You are.
You
got
know these things. You know.
But
the higher away from Earth, the faster it's going to move. You
It's
know
higher
that. If you don't know
orbits
that, then you're
equals-
stupid.
Higher orbit equals slower speed.
No.
How do you
No.
out?
It means let's have another one for you, Luca. If you have more friction, does it slow you down?
Right.
Yeah, it will, wouldn't it?
No, let's simplify it, right? An aeroplane, what people get on, or that, what's it called now? The one that flies in near space, what's it called? Flatzoid? Help me
Yeah.
out. Can't think of its name. What's that?
Plane.
That plane that flies high up. What's it called?
You too?
Sorry, say again?
Yeah,
The
you
Concorde?
too, yeah? Yeah, you too,
Yeah.
The
right?
U2 spy plane.
Right.
You can use the. You
We've
can
got an
use,
aeroplane. Listen, Luca, we've got an aeroplane with people on, and we've got U2 spy plane that flies higher, right? One's lower than other. Passenger plane's lower, spy plane's higher. Which goes faster?
the one that's built far. What are you
No.
saying?
Which goes
You got-
faster, the U2 or the passenger plane?
The what? The U.
It doesn't work like that in those heights.
It does work
Yeah.
like that, though. Like the
Do you know
the
what
higher
the
above
formula-
the surface, the faster you're gonna go. That's how it works. That's
No,
Do you know
no,
what
no.
formula
You don't need to go
gravity-
Yes, it
faster.
does. You
The-
will
the
be able to because
formula-
you have less air resistance the higher you go up. You
No.
understand that?
The
Yes.
formula for
You're telling me no
gravity
that there's
No,
there's
not
less
by
air up higher?
default. You
Oh my
have
goodness.
so
Wow.
much conditions and forces
No,
on
sorry.
your vehicle.
Gravity.
You
gravity
cannot say
says-
infinitely
Gravity
that
schmavity.
any device should fly faster because it is higher. Not
If we
how
use-
physics
Oh my
works.
gosh.
Hold on.
He's gonna get this.
If we use what gravity says, it says that it drops off the further away two things are. So if that's true, then the further away the ISS or the Skylab is away from Earth, it should experience less gravity. Therefore, making it go slower. So
Well,
I
So
think
then
I
how
know where
does
the
it-
confusion
it makes
is, guys.
sense.
I think I know where the confusion is
It
here.
makes
Luca, you thinking because you have less escape velocity with altitude, therefore, because you have less gravitational pull, according to your model, you should be traveling slower. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, it's less gravitational
But that's
pull
false.
because it's further away.
That's false because
It's
escape
further
velocity and orbiting are two different things.
Right.
But it's further away, so
If you're
expands
stood on
might have
under
to be
clock,
traveling
right, and you're
faster to
stood
keep in
on
that
short
orbit.
hand, or you're stood on long hand, which one's going faster?
what? The
If you
short
were
hand.
right, if you could stand on short under a clock and move round that clock, stood on it, or you could stand on long hand and move round it. Which one do you feel like you're moving fastest?
You're obviously the one that's doing the seconds. So
The minute,
it
you mean?
would be the minute hand.
Exactly. So why can't you get the other thing?
But what's that got to do with
Same
the
principle,
gravitational
man.
pull?
Come on.
It's exactly
Tangential velocity. Do you not understand that? Oh my gosh.
What?
Luca, let's put it this
Okay.
way. Here's your globe. I'm going to see if I can...
That
Explain
is
this.
the proper globe, and all it looks like it's got loads of
Yeah,
flat
it's a
places
geoid.
on it.
flat.
Anyway, this would be the
Almost looks like a
Skylab or
disco ball,
ISS,
yeah.
okay? This bone.
Okay.
I'm going to attach it with a rope, okay? Now it's at this altitude. You would understand because gravity is pulling it. So it's staying at that same orbit, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So it has to keep a certain speed. Now, what
Yeah.
happens when it's further away? Okay. Obviously, the gravitational pull is a bit less. Very
Yeah.
minuscule, though, at 30 kilometers difference. But it's about the same. Okay. So we can just slack it a bit. It still has to keep the same distance around. So it has to travel faster to keep going around than what the one that's lower to keep around. Do you understand?
Yeah. It's not hard to work out.
Tangential velocity, dude, at high altitudes means it needs to travel faster tangentially than ones at low altitude.
Luca, how do you measure velocity?
Yeah.
How do you measure it?
I'm not
What's
sure.
what's the formula for velocity?
There's a guy in chat saying, Flatzoid, you're wrong.
Oh, no doubt.
As the gravitational attraction is less.
Yeah.
Flatzoid said that. Yeah.
I
He said
did
the
say that.
further
How am I
away
wrong
from
if that's exactly saying what I
less
said?
the attraction.
Look,
Did I not say
wait,
the
isn't-
attraction's
isn't-
exactly
People
further
even
away?
listen.
Doesn't
People even
tangential
listen.
velocity
Luca,
explain
do you
why the
listen?
lower one would go
Wait,
faster?
Luca, wait.
Luca, do you listen to what people are saying to you?
obviously not.
No, he doesn't.
Wait, what did I say?
Do you listen to? You've just proved my point.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Are you
Luca,
talking about
do you
Thomas?
listen to people?
Thomas. Are you talking about that comment?
Luke, you know when you see long distance runners doing 1,500 meters, say 1,500 meters, they start off staggered, don't they? But they all eventually try to go for the line in the inside because it's quicker to go around. It's the same kind of principle. Don't you get that?
Traveling less distance.
But
and they
isn't
go at the same
tangential
speed.
velocity like so a reason why the lower one would go faster?
This Thomas Drury, right? If the different heights above the Earth, they've got to take longer to get round the Earth.
It's a bigger distance. It's
They're going
covering.
different speeds.
It's a larger distance it's covering. Why wouldn't it have to go faster?
Wow.
Wow.
This is the problem with globe Earth, right? It makes imbeciles out of people. It really does.
It's not that hard to figure out.
No.
It's not.
I don't understand what's the point
Okay,
of
let
this
me
discussion
let me try.
if you don't
Okay.
wait.
Actually, you don't understand the thing, okay? Because the
This
Skylab.
information you might understand, but Luke
Michael,
don't
let me
might.
just say something.
Yes,
here,
but
okay?
if you
listen,
wait.
listen, stop,
Wait.
stop talking for a second. Okay, so The Skylab, they had showers on it. Okay, running water. The ISS did not. What's the difference? Well, that shouldn't happen. Do you understand that? There would be less gravity the further out, right? Would there not? So why do they have running water on the Skylab and not on the ISS? Explain that. You can't.
Because there's...
You can't.
Okay, wait.
Okay, what I'm reading, guys.
You can't explain it. You can waffle it, but you can't explain it.
Before we go on, I just have to state, looking now, Skylab did a whole orbital rotation of 93.4 minutes, where ISS does 90 minutes.
Right. That's what I told you.
Yeah.
Also, because of different speeds, you move through different distances, which makes sense.
It does.
Why?
Again, but if you're speaking about
over time.
Wow. It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable.
Maybe
it is an edge.
Okay, maybe. Okay.
Okay. Are you claiming Skylab reached terminal velocity at 16,000 miles an hour?
Again, do you know what the formula is?
Again,
and what
no,
is
I
the
asked you a question.
needed velocity to get to orbit?
I asked you a question. Do you think Skylab reached terminal velocity at 16,000 miles an hour?
They both reached the necessary speed after 100 kilometers. Okay? Also, they were both built in space using other rockets that reached the speed before and put the parts into place. So what's the point of talking about extreme velocity
That it a bit to put
reach
things
it
together at that speed?
Yeah, that's a good question.
No, but we're still trying to work out. I'm saying, so if it reaches terminal velocity, okay, when something has more mass, does it take a faster speed to reach terminal velocity than something with less mass?
Terminal velocity sounds wrong here.
Why?
I don't know why mass is even connected. Trust me,
model says that's how
you can open the formula and take a look at the formula, and then you will tell me about mass. Okay?
Orbital
Also,
mechanics
it doesn't
requires
matter anyway.
I just don't know what you're talking about there,
Terminal
buddy.
velocity
Don't talk over everybody. Come on.
is something you use on Earth.
Stop talking!
Stop, right? You've got a tin can orbiting Earth, right? Do you know how hard it'd be to match that speed with launching another tin can and then try and join them while they're all orbiting? Like, it gets crazy.
Yep.
Right? And that's why there's no video evidence of it being done, because it weren't done. You're told it's done.
Yeah, and I got one more question for you guys.
What is a fast, you know?
Terminal velocity is when you've reached your max. So just like a skydiver, when he reaches his terminal velocity, he's reached his max speed he can because he has friction against the air. You understand? So the higher you are, like with Skylabs, there's less friction. So his terminal velocity would be at a higher altitude, at a higher velocity than the ISS, which is lower because you'll have more friction. That's my whole issue. So it doesn't make sense that the terminal velocity would be less for something with less friction than for something with more friction.
That's a good point.
Again, you need the terminal velocity only in first stage. You don't need it after you go.
You stop talking over each other.
Hey guys,
misinformation is talking, mate.
Luca, you're talking over everybody.
Sorry.
Right, your baller friend is trying to talk. Let him talk.
We just happen to talk at the same time. I'm sorry.
I'm going to moderate this now. Right? I'll moderate it. Misinformation agent, you are speaking. Speak.
Yes. So I was explaining. You need the terminal speed, okay, to get out of gravity, but only in the first stage. Okay. After that, you have different orbits you can go into. It depends on what you need. Do you need communication? Do you want to build a space station? You don't need to go into the terminal speed all the time and before that. So there is no issue with having different satellites or stations at different heights and different speeds, which are way more than necessary height. Okay, they don't stay on the Kármán line. They don't stay on the 100-kilometer line.
Can I please address that?
You understand it?
Can I
Yes,
please
I understand,
address
but I just
that?
want to say, Tony Whitcomb, thank you for a £10 super chat. He says, question for Luke. Why does train smoke trailing out the top backwards while moving, yet the volcano smoke don't when it's supposed to be moving with Earth moving? Good point. Yeah, because Coriolis would show that. Thank you very much for your super chat. You rock,
That's
man.
what Guy was saying.
Thanks for playing.
Go ahead, Michael.
That is
Guy
the
was saying.
easiest
Go ahead.
question to answer ever.
Luca, let
Come on.
people talk.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the
I'm
question
just-
was
I'm
addressed
just
to
saying,
me.
can I please address the guy who
Yeah,
just spoke?
you can answer the question after he gets done.
Weren't you, Luca, were it? 'Cause you weren't speaking.
Muting.
No,
Okay,
I'm not
Michael's
you.
going to quickly
I'm not
answer
you.
misinformation, then I'm going to answer him, and then Luca, you can
Oh,
answer.
wait, I want. Oh, come on now.
Go,
man.
Michael.
I wanted to say it, right? If you've got different satellites of different masses, then they need to be at different distances from Earth. They can't all be the same. They can't all be orbiting at the same speeds. They can't all be orbiting at the same distances. If they're different weights or masses, then they need to be at different distances from Earth. That comes from globorectric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
and
done.
okay.
Now
And
Flatzoid
then-
wants to talk.
Yeah, okay. But that's perfect, Michael. I think also the problem you have here, misinformation, you misunderstanding the difference between terminal velocity and escape velocity. Escape velocity is what's needed to get out of Earth's gravitational field, okay? So once they've gone further away, now they are falling. That's what orbiting is. It's literally falling around the Earth, okay? While it's falling around the Earth, it reaches terminal velocity. So it's reached its maximum equilibrium between its velocity and the friction coming in. Now, the further away you are, the less friction there is. So the faster you should be falling before you reach terminal velocity. And because, like Michael said,
I was
according to the mass
speaking.
attracting mass,
Wait,
it's
wait,
the
let
distance.
Flatzoid finish.
Because just like Michael said, according to the globoretoric, it's the inverse relationship between mass and distance. So if you're further away, how can I put this? So if something it has a higher mass compared to something else at a distance, the one that's at that same distance with that higher mass is going to be attract more. So therefore, it will have to counteract
The higher
more
mass has to be
velocity.
further
It
away.
will have to counteract the gravity more.
Yeah, the higher mass has to be further away.
So
Okay, it's Lucas' turn. Let him answer the
Yeah,
question.
let Luca have his.
And then misinformation go on, yeah. There we go.
So about the volcano and train thing. So, like train smoke when it's emitted from a moving train, it it appears to.
Hold on a minute, Luca. We're talking about satellites and ISS.
Yeah, but this was the
Trains
super
got
chat
to do
too.
it.
We just wanted to answer
Yeah.
the super chat.
It is unrelated. It is I agree, but
Fair enough.
but
My
I-
bad, Luca. I'm sorry, mate. Go on, carry on.
it still got asked. So I'll answer it. So it's relative motion, basically. That's pretty much it. So, when smoke is emitted from a moving train, it appears to move rapidly relative to the train and the surrounding landscape. Because the train is moving at high speed through the relatively still air, relatively still air. Volcano, the smoke on the other hand, appears to be more stationary relative to the ground because both the volcano and the surrounding air are moving together with the Earth's rotation.
What about Coriolis?
So
How about
that's
that?
why that
Yeah, no
I asked
Coriolis. Yeah.
No Coriolis.
you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, go on.
I gotta-
Misinformation. What you wanted to say, man?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was talking about the escape velocity, which is relevant to get things to space. All right? And terminal velocity, I don't see how it is relevant in orbit. It's not in orbit. Okay? When it's in orbit, let's separate it. Okay? Terminal velocity is a skydiver falling through the fluid of space and reaching max speed, okay, in free fall. But when you're in orbit, you do some, how should I say it, form of movement that you go backwards and upwards between a lower bottom of height and higher apogee and aperture, I would say. Anyway, terminal velocity is not about getting satellites to space.
But
If you want to talk about how they got the ISS to space, there were rockets
Can I ask you a
going
question?
through the.
Can I ask you
Okay.
a question, Misinfo? Are you not free falling round Earth when you're in orbit?
Crickets.
No, but
Crickets.
No, no.
the
Okay.
balance
Why
of
does it say that
forces
it's
is
falling around the
different.
Earth?
You are not falling through
Oh my gosh!
fluid
You can't have it one way and
and
not the other.
try to.
You're in free fall when you're orbiting, mate.
Of course.
Yeah.
Again,
And he still hasn't answered my
orbital
question yet or addressed it.
mechanics.
I don't want to know about
Orbital mechanics is
I don't-
different.
It's a
No, it's not.
continual falling around the Earth.
What?
It's just
You're falling round Earth.
exactly continually.
You're at,
continually.
you're at an equilibrium between distance from Earth
Again,
and the supposed pull on Earth that you just free fall round it constantly. That
You're
is
tethered
all.
can
to
I
it.
understand what's the point of debating formulas that go out of knowledge that the shape is a sphere if we here deny the shape of the sphere and we are saying that all the model is wrong? Okay, so the object
Yeah.
cannot do orbit around flat Earth. He
Wait,
can't.
We're not orbiting anywhere, dude.
And
That's the point.
it is.
They're lying about it.
Okay, so
Look at the
so
screen. Stop talking for a
Okay.
second.
so
Look at the
I'm
screen.
asking
Hey.
why not to go
Why don't you
to
listen?
one
You do not listen. You
direction?
just want to get your voice out.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand. You say, okay, stop talking. So listen.
I think we all understand orbits. We all know how orbits work.
And how do you maintain water pressure in a zero G environment, dude? On the Skylab. How does that work? You have
Again, I
Let people.
you have never
I don't-
answered that question to begin
how
with.
can you expect to understand any physics if you don't have the basics before to understand how anything
Always, no, you
works?
don't
We're
understand.
waiting for your basics,
Always, you
dude.
don't understand.
But you have a bias on physics. You think your physics dictate the globe,
Yeah.
right?
Read,
So
can
my
I quickly
question
read
to
you
you
something
is,
here?
No,
When-
we use
No,
physics.
my
you know,
question to
we
you
use
is,
we
right,
build stuff.
No, listen, my question to you is, your orbital mechanics rely on 3959. That's radius at Earth. It's been debunked.
Yep.
It's been
But I want
debunked.
to do that for you. 2020.
So now what you got? Now you've got, well, these, no, what's happening. Note's orbiting because there's no 3959. There's no orbit. It's done.
You can't get a radius on a bite spheroid, can you?
Okay, can we quickly read this?
Go
A
for it.
satellite of mass m orbiting at a radius, that's r, from the center of Earth. The gravitational force applies the centripetal force, okay? So it applies the centripetal force. That's based on the distance and the mass. Now read what it says. Constant with what we saw, mass does not appear in figure. The value of gravity, the escape velocity, and the orbital velocity depend only on the distance from the center of the planet, and not the mass of the object being acted upon. Notice that some of the equations for the
Right.
orbital.
As I said, escape velocity,
Listen,
not terminal velocity.
Can I finish talking?
Not listening.
The
Stop.
escape velocity is exactly half the times greater, about 40% than the orbital velocity. The comparison is noted, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So do you understand why it has to travel faster the further away it is? It's in relation to the center of Earth.
Right. But
so tangential velocity has to be greater.
Speeds, both of the speeds that you mentioned are way more than the necessary escape velocity. This is the point.
It's already
once you got
velocity, yeah. It's falling faster than the velocity. That's why it's a terminal velocity. Because it's orbital velocity now. It's
no, this is not a terminal velocity.
Do you
You need to read the definitions and you need to see the right formula of terminal velocity. This is not
for you on screen.
Oh wait, just 1 minute. Sean G says
again, you cannot call something.
Stop, man. Stop. Right. Sean G in chat says, on behalf of the globe model, we do not accept this guy representing the model.
Yeah.
Too funny.
You just invented that.
No, he didn't. It's in screen now by Sean G.
I don't know if I can make it
I don't invent nothing.
Okay, maybe I can make it another way for you to understand. If something's falling, okay, and you don't have resistance to it anymore, it's met its maximum velocity because it can't go any faster. That's terminal velocity, correct?
Yes.
This information?
Oh.
That would be a yes.
I will just agree. I don't want to be rude. I don't.
Okay.
I see that you.
You're not being rude, mate. You're not being rude.
But yeah, but I just explained the difference between terminal velocity and escape velocity, and then he goes and changes the definition to fit.
It's not always escaping. It's
already
velocity is only to get to orbit.
To orbit.
I'm not like
it's already in orbit.
Velocity.
It's past.
And
then its orbital velocity is greater than its escape velocity because it's already in orbit. You get it? So it's literally falling around the Earth. It's falling around the Earth. So while it's falling, it reaches orbital velocity, which is its terminal velocity. It can't go any faster. It can only go that speed. Now, the thing that we're saying is because it's based on its radius, in other words, its distance from mass to mass, it has to keep its tangential velocity, which is faster than something that is closer to the center of Earth. You get it?
No, I don't think it will.
I don't agree with the part it can't go faster or slower because it can.
The truth
I don't care if you don't agree or not. That's how physics works. Tangential velocity with a greater distance has to travel faster than something closer.
What would happen to ISS if you moved it another 100 miles above, going at the same speed that it is? What would happen to it?
No, exactly. Exactly.
No answer. No answer at all. What? Is there no answer?
No, obviously not.
What would happen to the ISS if you moved it up another 100 miles? Waiting for an answer.
Loot, misinformation.
It is moving
all
the time, and it changes speeds. I don't see the point. What is the question?
Right.
Okay, I think this, guys. I think
ISS change speeds if you slow. Right. What does it do? Speed up
I can
or slow
answer
down?
that.
What does ISS do? Speed up or slow down when it changes speed?
It would if the ISS were to move 100 miles higher but retain its speed that it is moving now, it would fall back down
False.
to Earth.
Ah,
It would
false.
crash.
False.
It would come out of the
There's
swimming.
less atmosphere. Wait, there's less friction. It has it's further away from the radius of Earth, and it has a further distance to fall. So therefore, it would speed up, not slow down, or stay the same.
Yep.
It would.
Like,
It would.
honestly,
crash.
it is like talking to planks of wood.
It's really mad. You don't get
Spuddy has a good point here,
Again,
guys. I think this argument is getting nowhere. Let's just agree to disagree. Spuddy, thank you for £2 super. It says orbits need an R value. How did they get that? I think that's a great way to segment on. Thank you, Spud. You're rock.
I did that once, bud. I said you can't get
I did try to push it that way earlier, like, but it worked.
I don't know. I mean, he is a flat Earth debunking channel. It looks more.
it's just a mick taking channel.
It looks like more like he takes a mick out of flat earthers.
Oh.
That's what it looks like, to be honest. It's what his channel looks like.
But I got nothing against you, dude. I appreciate you coming in, but I'm going to just say I agree to disagree with you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm. So would you know how we got the R value, though?
This is the thing, though. He'll not understand what we mean by that.
How did you guys get the R
Do
value?
you mean how did we measure Earth? How did we measure the radius?
How do you know that Earth's radius is 3959? How do you know that?
Crickets.
Yeah, crickets.
There you go.
They don't.
Yes, but they can't.
No, you know, there are many topics. I'm sure that the globe side explained so many times. You will just deny the explanation anyway.
Stop.
I'm not here to waste my energy on explaining how you measure stuff.
You don't.
Please stop. You need an R value, right? For your orbit, for your orbital mechanics, you need the radius of Earth. How did you come to that?
Come on, tell us.
Again.
We're waiting.
How do you know? How do you know that Earth's radius
Again,
is 3959?
on purpose, I am not here to answer questions because this is what you do all the time.
So
you waste energy and time since you don't understand how people use
what are you here
count
for?
things.
To ask us questions.
Content.
I'm here for the kicks and laughs.
Well, that's
To understand how do you think
Stop.
things.
Stop. So you were here to ask us questions.
Yeah,
Why should we answer them? You can't.
No, I'm not to hear. I'm not for anything.
You are.
I'm just to hear a talk about you talking about the ISS, and if I have a question to understand how you think about that specific topic, I will ask. Can I just listen?
Have you ever wondered how they figured out
I agree,
how
John.
to get ISS in orbit? Have you ever wondered that? Or do you just agree with him?
What part of the world are you
I don't
from?
need
sat down and
to
thought,
wonder certain
Guys,
stuff
I think I know
because I
where the
went and
problem is
researched
coming
them
in.
and I understand them.
No.
Okay, but
not
I
about
can't
understanding.
explain to a person that
No,
denies.
It's not about understanding because I understood when I was a glober, and then I found out that I didn't really understand nothing. Right?
No.
Right. In order to put ISS in orbit, you need to know radius of Earth. How do you know that? How do you know?
Yes, we know the shape of the Earth.
No.
Okay, from 2,000 years ago
wow.
with the Aratatanus experiment. Okay, we use parallax. We use many stuff to confirm the radius of the Earth. It's not that such big of a problem.
Okay, before we go on with that, guys, I just want to say thank you, Roger Deadball, for your super chat. He says, you never addressed my question. Yeah, his question was never addressed with the water acting different in the ISS and Skylab. That is true. Yeah. Thank you very much, U-Rock. And then I just have to say, guys,
I'm going to give
reading this, anyway. I understand why we are miscommunicating, because the globe, according to them, does say what they're saying, guys. Okay? The higher the spacecraft is, the weaker the pull of gravity is, and thus the slower it has to travel to not fall to Earth. Okay?
Wow.
The lower the spacecraft is, the stronger the pull of gravity is, thus the faster it has to travel to not fall to Earth. So that's where they get. But we're saying that's wrong, though. And the reason we're saying that's wrong is because you have a further distance to fall.
Why do airplanes
and because you have less? Sorry, and because you have less atmosphere, how the higher you go on your model, that means you have less friction. I mean, even according to your model, the ISS slows down, is busy slowing down because it is actually gradually going into deeper and deeper atmosphere. So it's actually slowing down because it's getting more friction. So its terminal velocity is changing. So it's contradicting itself by saying the lower you go, the faster you're going. It's actually saying opposite. So
why do
I don't agree with that.
Whereas Isaac can?
Yeah.
Why do
I was just finishing my point, dude.
I know. I'm going to stop talking. I've had enough.
I'm just going to finish my point. But yeah.
Sorry, man.
Now we can get on to, I just wanted to say that, yeah, that's why we're having the miscommunication, because that's what they say the lower you are because the gravitational pull, so you go slower, but that's false. It's totally backwards thinking.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I did say I was going to stop talking, but what? One point.
But yeah, let's move on to the radius again. You were on the radius, sorry. But before we do that, Roger Ledwell was right. It wasn't answered. You guys haven't answered yet. Why does water act differently on Skylab compared to the ISS?
Well, the point is we deal with reality and Glober's don't. So what happens in reality don't happen in the Glober's mind.
What is the water being used for?
Okay, guys, I've got an issue with TB. TB, if you want to carry on trolling my channel, you're not going to be welcome anymore, dude. I don't need to keep on talking about elevation angles or measured flat just because you are a, how can I put it, a Nathan Oakley bot. Okay. We are talking specifically about the ISS and orbits at the moment, and then we're actually getting to radius, which would be elevation angles. So if you don't like me, then get the fuck away from me. I'm sick and tired of his trolling. I'm sorry. Sorry for my swearing, guys. But this TB guy is literally turned into some weird-ass troll that comes and wants to piss me off. Everywhere I go, he literally goes and says stuff like this. The guy has never debated in his flippin' life. He never talks to anybody. He never shows his face. The guy's a troll. TB, unless you have the man enough to come and talk to me, you are not welcome here. Capiche? Thank you.
Yeah. Me never used to be like that. I mean, TB.
No, he never.
All right, so don't know what to be like that.
I like TB. He's never done no wrong to me, but come on, man.
No, I'm sorry. I used to like TB, but ever since I stood up for myself against Nathan, he's been like this.
Yeah, but just because Nathan says something, don't mean it's the be all and end all.
I'm sorry, Nathan is a prick, and I'm going to keep on saying that. Nathan is a prick. Okay?
I agree, 100%. He's toxic.
His vulgar attitude is what got him in the first place where he's sitting. Him playing victim that people don't like him is his own doing. Okay? I always supported the guy. I had nothing against, I still have nothing against him. But he mustn't play baby and, oh, everybody feels sorry for me because of his own vulgarity. Okay? I don't give a shit if he thinks, oh, everybody must just say Earth's measured flat. If he wants to do that, his thing. We all have our own channels. We all have our own arguments. Okay?
Yeah. You want to talk, make your own channel. Just like I did. I want to talk about things. I'll say what I want on my own channel.
Exactly. But thank you, Spuddy, for your $2 £2 super chat. It's about Narnia and not other things there. But yeah, we're allowed to talk about Narnia sometimes because it's fun. That's the whole issue for tonight. And then Sandro, thank you very much for your 2 pounds. He says, what is term velocity of green screen in a pool? Fakeness.
I get it as well. But I'm talking something scriptural. I don't.
Can I say something?
No, I was talking first. Just wait a second. I get it as well sometimes when I'm on my channel and I'm just talking something scriptural. And then I'll get, I mean, I don't have many trolls on my channel. Vicky deals with that, you know what I mean? But now and again they'll come in and I'm talking scriptural, then they'll go on about flat earth. I'm like, wow, I do all the flat earth talking and flats is on my channel. I do flat earth now and again. I mean, I will talk about it now and again, but in general, it's scriptural. You know what I mean? It's things like that. But then they in comments or in chat, they want to flip it and start doing the anti-flat earth thing. You know what I mean? Even when you're not talking about it.
Yeah, but I mean, really, if TB's got an issue, then he can come and be a man. I've never once seen the guy debate anyone. I've never once seen him come and actually talk or anything. But yet all he wants to do is just spear. I must say what Nathan says. I must say, no, I don't have to give a shit what Nathan says. Okay? Nathan doesn't even have the balls to unblock me and talk to me like a person just because I said it's your own idiocy why people made that joke about him. Okay? It had nothing to do with me. I just stood up for myself. Secondly, Nathan doesn't detect to anyone what we talk about, how we talk about things. It doesn't work that way. If you don't like it, that's your own problem. I don't belong to the Nathan cult. Okay? It's as simple as that. I don't give a shit what people think about that. Nathan doesn't own me. Nathan has nothing to do with me. If he wants to go and moan all day the same arguments over and over, that's his own prerogative. It's got nothing to do with me. I don't have to do what Nathan says.
Well,
I don't wipe his butt for him.
It's like I said today, right? You're a flat earther, right? You can't defend your own argument on yourself. That I don't. Flatzoid don't tell me what to say. Nathan don't tell me what to say. Huey don't tell. No one tells me what to say. I say what I want on my own. I don't need no YouTube channels. I fell into that little divot years ago, and I was following Dave and Jeren and Whitsitt and them type of people, and then I found them out to be liars. You know what I mean? So be responsible for yourself. You don't need no YouTube channels.
Absolutely.
And don't go telling other people what to believe either, like, because, you know, Mandela effect's real, and people tell me I'm stupid for believing it, like, but kiss my ass. You'll be sorry.
Exactly, that's it. Kiss my ass, exactly.
No little sources. TB and Sleep Warrior are not the same person.
No. And, I mean, Anthony's an awesome guy. I've seen nothing wrong with Anthony. TB, on the other hand, I don't know what the hell his problem is. He's like some weird Nathan Oakley bot that won't stop trying to, Flatzoid's a shill because he won't talk about elevation angles. He won't talk about just nothing.
Oh, God. Why do we have to talk about the same points that they do?
Why do we have to talk about the same things over and over? And do you know how repetitive FED is? This is the whole reason I don't watch that shit anymore. Every single day, it's the same shit. Every argument has the same answer. And this is what the Globus see, and this is why they don't watch that shit anymore.
I've just
been... Think about it. If they have an argument, what's the answer? Oh, it's measured flat. They already know the answer beforehand because that's the only answer they give. Therefore, they don't want to engage with them.
I've just had Neil on at me earlier because I'm licking Karen B's ass now. Just because you're in my chat. I'm licking Karen B's ass.
Yes,
I'm all up there you're in my chat.
You become a shill now, Michael.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're a shill, Michael.
But guys, like I say, I appreciate what Nathan had done for the flat.
Yeah, but people need to watch them out. And do you know what? It's detrimental to Nathan. People. Not Nathan.
But look
Nathan don't have a go at me. It's people who follow him or who are in his groups and that who say things to me. Not Nathan. Nathan's sound.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but look at it this way, what I'm saying. My whole argument about how Nathan is doing this FED thing, it's detrimental to Flat Earth as a whole at the moment because they give the same argument for every single same argument given. Doesn't matter what's coming, it's always, oh, you measured flat first. Yes, we know that. But that's not always the answer for every argument given. And that's the whole reason why no one takes them seriously. It's as simple as that.
Can I
If
say
you're going
something?
to always talk about something and the argument's always, oh, but he's going to say the same shit argument back, they're going to not take you seriously. It's as simple as that. And I don't have to take that same road that Nathan takes because he's embarrassing flat Earth based on, oh, what's happening? Oh, no, it's measured flat. Yes, we know that. But
Sleeping
Get
Warriors
on
in chat, and he says, I'm not TB.
I did
I
say,
know you're not, bro. We know.
did say that, dude.
Can I say something?
yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say I agree with you, but something I would say about Nathan, at least he doesn't break his character. Like, he knows his script, and he goes with his script.
Okay, I don't think he's
not got a
script. It's
script.
easy how he is, though.
He ain't got
But
a
like I'm
script.
saying, he...
I mean, in his mind.
No, he's not. He's not got a script though. Like
No, he
he's
hasn't got a
good at
script.
arguing with ballers. Like he's had a lot of experience. He ain't got no script. And this.
I
is
mean,
not
like, he's not
war.
trying anything else. It's like, and this is why it is really boring, because it's the same stuff. Like, you can make a clip of 10 minutes, and that's it. That is Nathan.
Yeah, but misinformation, you'd agree with me. You don't talk to Nathan because you know what answer you're going to get.
I always say to people, like, Nathan promoted me.
I think...
I thank him for that, but he's an acquired taste. He's definitely an acquired taste, without a doubt.
But you'd agree with me, misinformation. You won't go talking to him because you understand whatever argument you're going to give, he's going to give the same answer back.
The problem across.
Yes.
Right.
Also, he will just yell at me or curse me or something.
Yeah, but the problem we're having, right, Flats and Nathan, it's not coming. It's people surrounding it, bringing. You're not in line with them, and you know, what I mean? It's other people bringing this. Like, you know, I ain't got a problem with Flats or Nathan. You know what I mean? But I get people coming to me saying, "Oh, you're in line with this," and you're. No, I do what I want.
Yeah, but that's the
I
issue.
do what I want. I'm my own person. I don't have to listen to everything
I have a
Flat
question
says,
for you.
and I don't have to listen to everything Nathan says, but I watch them both.
100% agree.
Misinformation agent, I have a question for you. What part of the world are you from?
From Europe. I don't want to say exactly where.
Okay.
Oh, I can probably tell, but that's
Sounds like he's from Dislaw's place.
no, he's from a French-speaking country.
Yeah.
I can tell that because of his accent.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but you don't like it. I mean,
No, I'm
it
not
is
saying-
fun
saying-
when you
No
have...
one said
Je parle
that.
français un peu.
Jeff is from Canada, man. He also speaks of
Listen, right? You might be a baller, but nobody hates you here.
Hey,
No.
Godlike Reductions, what's up, man? Good to see you, man.
Yeah,
Let me
I
ask
like
you a question.
the opportunity to talk to different people with different opinions around the...
Let me ask you a question. Do you know Jesus Christ?
Sadly, I wouldn't say that.
Okay, that's
Well,
part of the problem.
That's where I have like that's my big passion, right? I want everybody to know Jesus Christ.
Amen.
It don't matter about space and flat Earth and that. Like, it matters about being saved. That's what matters.
You can find me privately. I don't want to waste anyone's time about that. I want to get back to the ISS stuff. If you want.
Not wasting anybody's time though. Like, people ain't got enough time. That's the issue. That's why I push it.
Yeah.
Right? That's why I talk about Jesus, because time is not our friend.
No. There's a bit of an urgency. You know what I mean? With the way things are going, it's a fallen world. You know, there's a bit of an urgency coming. I mean, we don't know when. It says that scripturally, we don't know when it'll happen, but it says it certainly seems like it's happening soon. So, to me, I would say there's a bit of an urgency. So, it's my passion as well.
Amen.
100%.
Definitely. Guys, can you just hit the likes and share the shows? Because, I mean, we only got like 30 likes in. What's going on? Hit those
Well, I
likes.
can't hit the like
Yeah,
any more
I have
time.
liked it this time as well, so you can't
Also-
blame me this time.
If
And
I can
Sandra's just
invite
popped in as well.
everyone after
Yeah.
that to go and to complain on my channel to tell me I'm a horrible glober and so on, you can do that. Feel freely.
Well, I have to say, dude, with what the interaction we're having here, I like you.
Well, just listen, right? I don't go to other people's channels and tell them they're stupid. I don't do that thing. I get people coming to me telling me I'm stupid, but I don't do that. And I don't think flat earthers do that in general. That is a baller trait.
In general.
Yep.
So, Sandra,
I was
what's up, man?
joking. If I hadn't think that this place is safe to talk, I wouldn't have come.
Well, that's cool, and I appreciate
Oh,
that.
that's
right?
awesome.
But don't think that flat earthers, we're not trolls. We're about
Hey,
truth.
Alan, where'd you get that?
That's brilliant, isn't it?
That's awesome.
It's the same
Get
one,
it.
same one as was in Back to the Future, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're muted, Alan.
Yeah, you're muted out.
Oh, yeah, this is the real thing.
Where did you get that?
Where'd you get that?
Didn't work. I got it running.
Alan, where did you get it, man?
I got it on eBay.
Oh,
Nice, man. It's cool.
Sweet, like.
I've seen it before, but yeah.
If you guys want one, I'll build you one. I got a much larger version.
Dude, I'll have one. You've got to build me. I'll have one.
You see, Alan said he's gonna build you guys a clock. He's gonna build that. He's gonna give me that BM in the background.
Build me an M5.
hey guys, I'm
No
gonna
stress,
build
Sandra,
it.
man.
I'm gonna build an Antarctica mechanism.
Yeah, I'm excited
Nice.
about that.
I want one of them as well.
Yeah, I
I
want
want the mini version though.
But I want to build it on a huge scale, like a bigger scale. You know, they have the really tiny ones. I want to build a big one.
I want the
Like
micro
double
version.
the size.
What the?
I'm gonna put Jeff's link in for
Yeah, there's
The ones I
there's the bigger one. That's
Oh,
the one
wow.
he bought.
That's so cool.
Where's Mr. Conco?
yeah. I get
Yeah.
the clock for about $50. And then I laminate, put my own.
Okay, guys, look at this comment. What do you guys have to think about this? Where do those payloads go,
They
guys?
Oh, that's such a laugh.
Where do those payloads go?
Into the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans.
But I bet if you check this guy's channel, is a sock.
But anyway, did you guys see the Chinese that brought the new moon specimen rocks back from the dark side of the moon?
Well, they died up in the other one.
And the capsule landed in Mongolia or whatever. Okay.
Mm.
Did you see how unprofessional it looked when they were like taking it out of the capsule? These guys looked like they were lost, didn't know what to do.
But
these were like scientists.
could I go to them?
Looking at the image of it.
Could I go to them and say, "Give me them rocks so I can go and get them checked for myself"? Would that happen?
Hey, Roger Ledwell with another $5 super chat. Really appreciate it. He says, I hit it and shared. Thrust is space is real question. Have fun. I don't think thrust works in space because
No.
it hasn't been shown to be moving.
No.
Yeah, maybe you can, Luca and misinformation. How do you guys think rockets work in space?
Because I mean sorry, yeah, the vacuum demonstrations we see with that syringe did not move at all until the gas had contact with the walls of the vacuum. If the walls were further out, that would not have moved whatsoever.
NASA's got a big enough vacuum chamber, right? They should be able to fire off little rockets.
You'd think.
You know what? Why do you never see a spaceman in a vacuum chamber?
You know?
What?
You'd think they'd be training.
Why do you never see a spaceman in a vacuum chamber testing his spacesuit out? Why do you never see that? Why do they do it in water? Why not test it in a vacuum chamber?
Yeah. Yeah, why don't they do all the
water,
testing in a vacuum chamber?
water would best. Well, water
Rockets actually.
is the best replica we have for the
Is
environment.
it? So what's point in a vacuum chamber then?
Why would they bother making it then?
Well, water is the best way
No.
to get the
Water's just less buoyant than air. Or more buoyant than air, should I say.
yeah.
That's why they do things in water. But if you were literally going into a vacuum, and when I say vacuum, I don't start, Luca. It's classed as a vacuum. Why would you not test your spacesuit in a vacuum?
Yeah, if that's
Because
what you.
the
Not
only
water.
person that did has
you're not
almost
winning-
died from it.
You're not going into water in your spacesuit. You're going into a supposed vacuum. So why would you not test your spacesuit in a vacuum chamber?
If you've got vacuum chambers, with
Would
them,
you test a submarine not in water?
you wouldn't test it in space, would you? If it was easily accessible. No, you wouldn't. You test it in water.
Luca, waiting for your answer.
What do you guys think of this?
Why?
This is from the new
Right.
land, from the new moon rock.
This is what I mean, Luca. You don't chuffing listen, man.
You don't.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm
bastard,
listening.
listen.
I was
It's
just
like,
about
why,
to
would-
answer you.
why would I carry on speaking to you, Luca, if you're not going to listen to all I
Yeah,
have?
I listened. I was just about to answer you.
But I spoke as well. We both spoke to you and you just blanked us both. So I don't think you do listen.
I'm talking to a brick wall, mate.
No,
And
I
I'm
do.
done doing that.
Google.
But how's this, guys? China's fresh moon rocks are younger than the polar samples. How's that if the moon is the same age?
They're what? Younger than Apollo? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
They claim the moon rocks that China got are younger than the one Apollo brought from the same moon.
Oh, well, that's some serious time traveling.
And then people want to tell us why we say it's a joke.
Yeah, but they tell you that it's a joke. That's the best thing about it. Why would they say that? Why would China go to the moon, fetch rocks back, and then say they're younger than Apollo's moon rocks? Why would they say that unless they're trolling your ass? It's like, wow.
It's meant on it.
Why don't astronauts test their spacesuits in a vacuum? Anybody?
Because they
Barlow?
die.
Tonya, answer. Want to know why they're not tested in a vacuum?
Especially when they have vacuums.
Let's put it this way: the one time they did show us an astronaut with a spacesuit in a vacuum, he almost died.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So they should be testing the spacesuits.
I'll tell you why they don't
Vacuum.
test spacesuits in a vacuum, shall I tell you, Luca and other guy? I'll tell you why they don't test them in there. Because they don't work in a vacuum.
No, they work underwater.
Yep. Hence why you see them in space with scuba tanks and stuff like that, you know?
I don't know if you guys actually looked at the video footage of them testing in the buoyancy lab with the spacesuits. You can literally see the bubbles pouring through the material.
Wow.
That literally tells you the air inside their suit will escape the suit in a vacuum.
Yeah.
Their body inside will start to boil. Their blood will boil, just like if you had to stick your hand inside a vacuum.
Spacesuit would be like Michelin Man, all swelled up and bloated. Yeah, because air's trying to escape, yeah?
Big
All these little putting space stations together with nuts and bolts and all faffing about they do on spacewalks is a lot of bollocks.
with them big old thick gloves and just delicate tools and stuff that they could have put accessible on the inside, they put on the outside, just so to get some decent footage of the Earth and that, you know, while it's sailing on past.
Roger Lidwell, thank you for your $2 super chat. Says water pressure is the exact opposite of a vacuum. That is true. Yeah, the one pushes, the one pulls. Well, they both push, but the one pushes outwards, the one pushes
You go
inwards.
deep enough into the sea, it implodes. In space, it explodes. But yet they get little puncture holes in ISS and it don't explode. Come on.
Well, what did they say? Oh, there's a hole in the ISS.
Right.
Obviously, we've just got an all, haven't we?
We just probably got to fix it. Okay. Let me stick my finger in it and maybe some toothpaste.
Alan,
And so on.
Buddy Taylor.
plugging up a dike.
I'm not being funny, guys, but you two, as globe believers, you believe some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I do.
Plankton found on the outside of the ISS.
Makes sense.
Yes, we
All the
we
vital
believe
stuff.
crazy stuff like landing on the moon from China, from India, from many space agencies.
And those are real.
You know, landing on moon goes
And
against
moon rocks are
thermodynamics, yeah?
crazy real.
Yeah, you know, going to moon goes against thermodynamics, and you know what professors say. If your theory goes against thermodynamics, you've got big problems.
I thought.
Oh, I
Yeah.
want you guys to answer this question. Okay, so the sun produces heat. The moon produces cold. How can you answer that if it's reflecting the moon's light?
Yeah.
Or
What?
the sun's light, sorry.
The moon
How
was
can you say the
the
moon is
moonlight isn't
producing
cold.
cold?
The moon is colder. Like if you go in the shadow of a moon, it's warmer than in the actual light of the moon.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I tested it. I know it for a
No.
fact.
Shadow.
Okay, so
Moonlight's not
they're-
cold.
yes, it is. It's cold and
No.
putrid.
colder than then. If you're
Yes,
at
the moon is.
nighttime and you go
Okay.
in the shade, it's warmer in the shade than it is in the moonlight.
Oh, I wonder why.
Oh wow.
Because
Do
it
you know
produces
why?
cold
Do
light.
you know
It's its
why
own light.
it's warmer in a house than it is outside of the house?
False.
Oh my
False.
God.
It's colder in my house than it is outside usually.
Luca, get out.
Alan, it's warmer in my house in summer than it is outside.
And a tree's not a house.
You guys have heaters though, Michael.
But
You guys have
It's
heating
because,
now.
it's
Now
because
there's heating
of
some.
the word shade. That's why it's warmer. Because
No.
you're shaded.
But
Wow.
Luca, you know why I can say it's bullshit with you guys' argument is no, it's just radiation. It's coming off
Yeah,
the ground.
radiative cooling, that's what
Um,
it is.
You see, that's bullshit because you can take this and you can block it straight away at any altitude and it will show a difference in cooling temperature. You can you know what, you can even do this. Put a tarp on the ground to cover the radiation from the heat from the ground and then put the thermometer and put the covering from the, and you'll see it'll be colder.
Yes.
It's got nothing to do with the radiation of the ground. That's just an excuse because you
It'll be
guys
colder
have to,
under the earth.
because no, the moonlight is measured colder
Luca,
than what it is. Because,
Luca.
okay, sunlight is not cold. If you're claiming the sunlight is radiating off the moon and onto the ground and whatever, it cannot be cooled. It has to be warm.
No, it's because the sun warms the earth, and then when the moon comes out, the heat slowly dissipates from
And that's
the
what
earth.
I'm saying. You can close this radiator argument by just putting a tarp on the ground because that would seal the ground heat,
Oh,
and you still get the same results.
Luca's wrong because just because you've got moon shadow, then you should still have heat from Earth.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have it.
What they need to do in order to test if moonlight is cold,
We already
what
did.
they need to do is do the experiment when there is a full
Demonstration.
moon out
When there's
and
no
when
sun.
there is no moon out, and that's how they can determine whether or not moonlight's cold.
Oh wow!
Do it when the moon's out and do it
Hi,
when
Luca.
the moon is
Can
not.
you, okay, Luca, can you tell me how you can get moonlight without the moon?
A full moon and like a new moon.
No. We're looking if the moonlight is colder. If there's no moon, how are you going to look at the moonlight to see if it's colder?
Do it on when the moon's out and when it's not out.
You just said do it when it's not there.
How can you test when moon's not out? You nutcase.
Well, it'll be the same temperature whether or not it's out or
Really?
not.
Well,
It is the same temperature.
That
Okay,
proves
this
that
is
moonlight
interesting,
is
guys.
not
That's not
Because-
the point, man. The point is when there's a shadow and there's
It's warm.
moonlight and there's a shadow, moonlight's colder in the moonlight than it is in the shadow.
But this is interesting, guys. This is what Sleeping Warrior says. I did the test cooler moonlight claim, and I got the same result on a moonless night as I got full moon. I did not get supporting evidence for the cooler moonlight claim. This is why I'm saying if you had to stick a top on the ground to counter the radiation from the ground, because the ground always gives radiation heat. That's a given.
Yeah.
So if you counter it to the top, and you still get it cooler, that means it's not the radiation heat from the ground.
yeah.
According
but thank
to
you. Another $2 super chat from Roger Ledwell. He says, "Way to go, guys! Never addressed any of my questions." I know we've been trying; they're just not addressing it. Thank you very much, you Rock Roger. Really
I
appreciate
said
it.
that the water is used for different purposes. That's why the water
No,
doesn't
he
act
said they.
the same.
He said they act different between Skylab and ISS.
Yeah.
Why do they
Yeah,
act
but it's
different?
used for different things, the water, so
Oh
it
my
won't act the same.
No,
glass-
why do
Right,
they
like
act
you can
different?
literally just have a shower.
Well, yeah.
On,
Wow.
There's a difference between forcing water out of a shower and just playing with the water.
And
in
then
your
the
hand.
water goes into the drain
And it goes into the drain.
in 0G. Okay.
There's
Oh,
suction.
ISS.
There's a force there.
can you
I
get
know
a
what
shower
the
on
difference is,
ISS?
guys.
Luke?
Guys, you don't get it.
What's
Skylab
Luke,
was in a
Luke, can you have a
constant
shower
gravity
on
problem.
ISS?
What?
Can you have a shower on ISS?
Sure. Do they?
Really?
I don't know.
No, they don't.
I'm not sure.
Of
I'm
course.
not
No,
sure.
they have a liquid soap.
Yeah.
So how could you
No,
have
no
a
water.
how could you have
They
a
use
shower on?
towels and icky.
And then Skylab, they had a shower.
showers on other one then.
To tell you the truth, if I thought of living in a tin can, claustrophobic, you cannot wash yourself, doesn't make
wouldn't
any
go.
sense.
Why do you keep calling
They,
it?
they poop inside a
obviously that'd
tube.
be a shower. Yeah.
My
Obviously
question
that'd be
for you as a
some way.
believer is why do you keep calling it a tin can?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I
But
call
guys,
it a tin can.
yeah. But guys, look what I got on screen. I thought it was just a joke when Spud brought it up, but look at what I found. The result of the experiment is absolutely unique. He said, "We have found traces of sea plankton and microscopic particles on the illuminator window surface. This should be studied further as for how the plankton got there in the first place, researchers are yet unclear, although they do have some theories. Sea plankton found on the outer surface of the ISS.
What are the theories?
How do you
Yeah.
get sea plankton
Where do you get
Wait.
plankton?
in a tin can
Water.
in space?
I know. No theories
Well,
stuck to that.
I don't know. What are the theories?
Causes the shadow on the moon.
Okay, do you think a planet can survive a vacuum?
A fly can.
Yes, so in order to understand it better, you need to understand the term vacuum of space. It doesn't mean zero.
No, we've
Oh
It
been
my
means
through this.
low
like,
amount.
It's-
You still
yeah,
have
This is a negative
stuff
17.4.
flying in
Okay.
space.
Okay, how about that?
We've been through
Okay.
this. So, like, we don't think that vacuum of space means it's sucking and all that business. We know.
Yeah.
Like, come on, give us more
It's
credit.
just a void of air pressure. But the point is,
But NASA calls it a
plankton.
vacuum, so that's good enough for me, right? So you argue with NASA, not me, right? NASA calls it a vacuum. I'll call it a vacuum. If you want to argue, you go and argue with NASA, not me.
No, I'm not arguing. I'm just saying, because sometimes people don't understand. And
It doesn't
Flatzoid
matter.
is right. It's just
That's
the
not
lack
the
of
point.
lack of air.
lack of air, yeah. But like I'm saying,
We
how
all
do you
know what a
guys?
vacuum is.
How can we explain the sea plankton on the outside windows of the ISS if it's in the space vacuum? I mean, if it's in space, I mean, it's very far away, 404 kilometers away from the closest ocean. How does it get sea plankton on its windows?
What are the theories?
Does it
Because
matter what the theories are, Luke? It doesn't matter what the theories are in a situation like that. If it were real, should not have plankton on the bloody windows.
This is how it goes, right?
I'm
The
not-
last time
I'm
it's
not a
washed
scientist.
down, they didn't wash it off properly, and then the next time they launched it, it still had some sea on it, and then you
We
get
need to
some
hear what
plankton
they
instead.
say. And
Okay,
see if
can
it makes-
ocean plankton
And
survive in a vacuum?
Yeah.
Why do astronauts have snorkels? Question.
It's mandatory now, Alan, because remember that Italian astronaut almost drowned while
Drowned.
taking a spacewalk?
Ground in space. That's funny.
Yeah.
It's because this.
Exactly.
Sounds
Anthony.
legit. That sounds right legit, Sleeping Mario. Yeah.
And the ocean is now. That's kind of something to claim because the atmosphere, Earth's atmosphere, is now on the moon, isn't it? It's just crazy. Expands to the moon.
All you ever have is moving goalposts. That's all you ever have.
Yeah.
Flat earthers think this, so we'll just modify it so then we can refute them. You know, it's like it doesn't matter whether it goes against reality or not. Like we'll just change it. Stupidity at best. You guys who believe in this globe, Earth, and space, man, you're crazy.
Yeah. Really
You are crazy. I'm
Yeah.
I'm sorry, misinformed agent, but you are crazy. Luca, you are crazy now, mate.
Yeah.
But what bothers me the most is, okay, let's say it was like plankton or something they claimed.
Thank you.
Why don't they claim it's space
Well-
plankton? Why do they claim specifically it's sea plankton? That's the thing that catches me.
Because they checked it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
so
how
now,
do you get the sea plankton, something that's in space?
Mm-hmm.
What are the theories?
Oh.
Who cares? That's what
Again,
it's trolling
sea
these
plankton-
people who believe in it.
Well,
Yes, but if
I
it
don't
is
know.
You guys
that
don't
small,
I don't believe in space, so there's no sea plankton in space.
No sea plankton.
That's a load of
I don't
bollocks.
know how
But
sea
so you
plankton
guys
gets
who
affected.
believe in space,
do
you
they
have
say?
to answer that. You know what I mean? I couldn't
Yeah,
give a shit.
and they
Okay,
have
so
answered it. What are the theories?
here's an experiment you can actually
It's like
do. in
having
a
sea
stereo.
plankton on Santa's sleigh.
Here, there's a way you can test this theory. Get a small little vacuum chamber, put an agar plate in there, and put some sea plankton on it. Okay, evacuate the air as much as you can with that vacuum, and let it sit there for a month. See if anything grows. It won't,
Yeah.
because you require oxygen and carbon dioxide for that to grow, and water.
But
for one
again,
thing.
how did the sea plankton get on the ISS in the first place?
Exactly, it's because it's in a pool.
They're trolling their own believers, man.
But
No.
Roger Little, thank you for your $2 which says play dodgeball much. You're off, Roger.
Luca and misinformation have to answer this. Why is the sea plankton at ISS? You guys need to answer that, not me. don't believe
I
it.
would
I have
I
no
would
idea,
say-
but apparently they have some theories. So, what are the theories?
can I say?
What theories? Yeah, you can
Well,
say.
I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Flatzoid didn't click on the link.
Misinformation says he's got some answer for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
my answer is my real answer. I really don't know.
Clue.
Because
Yeah, I
if science doesn't even know the answer for this one, so why would I, a simple
I
guy,
know why
would
the
know the
answer.
answer for this one?
So,
I know
as
the
a
answer.
simple guy, does that not worry you?
I know the answer.
It doesn't
because-
worry me. They will.
I know the answer because the Bible says there's waters above.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's not a space vacuum. Thank
Who
you very much,
knows?
Roger, for another $2 for chat.
We
Little
don't know,
space.
like, but you know when you get these little contradictions like see things in space and that, it's like that don't worry you, mate. That's scary because it worries me. It'd be like, what am I believing here? You know, it's like at some point you have to realize that you're being fed bullshit.
Huh.
You know,
Here's
you
the
Luca should know
thing.
better.
Yep.
I clicked on the link and I found this. what do you think? What do you?
The first parts of the ISS were launched in 1998, which also means it's not impossible that the plankton has been living up there for quite some time.
So then you've got to prove plankton can exist in a
So
vacuum.
they said the plankton could have gotten on it when it was launched.
Right,
So
okay.
that
I would also say,
requires water.
can I
and
say
oxygen
something?
and to live.
Yeah.
Science makes mistakes and lies sometimes.
Great mistakes.
So, why should I trust a certain article about the plankton? I don't know.
You shouldn't.
It's not just one article. Harvard has it, even NASA itself.
No, listen, this dude, right?
Yeah, I looked it up. I wasn't convinced.
You should not trust out your ear, mate. You shouldn't trust out your ear, and that's why we are skeptical about these things, because it's spurious. You know what I mean? It's like the only way plankton got on that thing is if they built it in sea.
Aye.
And then took it up to space. Did they build it in sea? No, they
Because
didn't.
think about it this way.
Plankton got on it.
I mean, we can talk to people that live on the coasts and stuff. Even with all sea spray and stuff, you don't get plankton growing on surface walls and stuff with sea spray. You literally have to put the object in the water to get the plankton to grow. To get those microorganisms to be there to cultivate.
Brian, I have theories why Superman 8.
I have to put this up. What's up, David? Ben, good to see you, man. There we go.
I have theories. Yeah.
Flatzoid. You know how it happened?
Huh?
SpaceX launched the rocket, and the plankton jumped from the rocket to the ISS. This is how it happened.
It's SpongeBob's fault.
But do you know what's funny though, mate? You're making fun out your own belief. You think these things are real?
No.
Yeah, well,
The,
like you
the
said,
difference
he doesn't
is
trust
I can be
everything.
skeptic. There's nothing against being skeptic and take each thing to its own conclusions.
That's fair enough, like, but you did come here as like a pro ISS person, so like I can only think that you're wrapped up in that belief. If you're a skeptic, that's fair enough. But like,
I wanted to talk about the mechanical stuff and why they need to replace the ISS. That it makes sense. But
yeah, because they say
if we're talking about plankton, I can joke about plankton.
Well, what do you see about the ISS? They actually just engineered it to last till 2020, guys, and then they all decided, all the different countries, they will keep it in commission till 2030. I think Russia said only to 2028, though.
Mate, that ISS is going to stay there forever.
Yeah.
Maybe the Russians will
bring
that
down and then replace it with something else, and we won't be like.
Well, you see the issue now. The issue now is, Michael. They gave a contract to SpaceX to build a certain tow rig to be able to get it into deorbit, so it can land in the South Pacific, far away from anybody.
I'd love to see that bad boy landed.
I think it's like 700 million or billion or something.
If that thing lands, well, I'll show my ass on YouTube.
Please don't.
Yeah. And if it's really been them dudes
That'll
living.
be the real moon.
Listen,
Michael,
I've got loads of challenges to show my ass on YouTube, and I'm still not showing it yet. So
yeah, it's like that. It's like that Bitcoin. It's never going to be shown.
Yeah, but you see, guys, the problem is that'll be the real moon.
That's the real. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So what else about the ISS, guys?
What about it, man? It's a joke.
It's a joke, isn't it?
So, we were on trying to figure out how did they get the radius value to know how to get the escape velocity.
I've been to the ISS twice. I've got videos of it.
Me too. I was floating around there. I saw it.
PJ went there, turned out ISS is an haggis.
Why wouldn't they have those?
Oh my
Out.
god.
Why is
Okay, you're just grasping at straws, Luca. Sorry. Stop.
I mean,
Googling.
it's just a theory, so you know.
Stop Googling.
And guys, yes, bacteria is everywhere, but plankton specifically needs the water to cultivate. And since there's no water in space, it can't cultivate.
Yeah, and I don't
Wait,
think solar
I
wind
thought there
is
was
that.
water in space.
Plankton needs oxygen and water to cultivate, does it not?
Yeah, I think you only find plankton in water, don't you?
Yeah.
You know,
Specifically
once
sea
there
plankton.
there was a picture of a new star or something, and then they found out it was a fake. It was a pizza up close or something. I don't remember the details, but it sounds something like this one.
It was salami, wasn't it?
Salami, right,
Italian.
It was salami, yeah.
Mm.
Some guy were having a laugh, and it did look something like
I was right. This is what it needs for sea plankton to cultivate. So let's see. Culturing your own batch of phytoplankton is much easier than it sounds. It only requires a clean environment, okay? Water movement to provide oxygen in the water. Does space have water movement or oxygen? No.
Negative.
Light? Does space have light? No. Some food.
Got
What
that in the
food
swimming
does
pool.
space have, guys?
You
And
could argue,
phytoplankton
you could argue
liquid-
space has
Well,
light
hold
with all
on.
the suns in it.
What if the plankton was in a dormant state?
What if?
It
What if?
still needs,
Wow.
it still needs
wouldn't
things to
grow.
cultivate.
How could it get there? Dude, I thought you said it takes something 25,000 miles an hour to escape the velocity.
Hold on, let me get this straight. Neil Armstrong
Let him do it.
Neil Armstrong goes swimming at sea, gets out, gets dried. He's got a little bit of plankton on his back that's like dormant.
Aye.
Gets on thing to go to the moon, goes to the moon, like drops it off on the moon, and then it grows a bit more, and then another astronaut goes to the moon and goes on ISS and deposited it on ISS, and you've got plankton on ISS.
Aye. There you
That
go.
doesn't make sense, though.
Because it don't make sense. It's just,
I mean, what?
But yeah, it did.
that's why I'm heavily taking piss out on it. Like,
But they say it takes 25,000 miles an hour to escape the Earth's gravitational pull and that to get into to escape the Earth into space.
Mm-hmm.
How the heck do you think, Mooch, that plankton is going to do that?
Well, it's light, so it could have been flung there.
Okay.
Like I said in the
Lego
comment.
for another $2. This says, Luca, just for you. A Just So story, remember. Thank you, Roger. You rock, man. I appreciate your super chat.
Is that saying it's just a story and didn't actually happen?
Yeah.
It got thrown at over 25,000 miles an hour.
Why do they only have windows facing the Earth? Wouldn't you want to look out at space? Look at the moon?
No. How dare you want to know where you're going?
You know?
Only windows one direction. Never seen a 360-degree pan inside.
I think
there
they
either.
claimed it for that because for aerodynamic purposes or something.
God.
Yeah.
It's less than the window cleaning though.
Lack of air.
It is.
You can only clean the windows when they're facing towards Earth. Towards space.
That's right. Because the water splashes up.
Yeah,
from
you
Earth.
can't even see the dirt.
It just spins some water out and it sprays it and cleans it.
of cleaning windows.
You might get space lobotomists. They might do it for the ISS. If you get plugged in, you might get space.
They do actually sell double glazing in England as self-cleaning windows, you know.
Yes, Norman Cross.
Yes, Norman. Yes, Norman. Misinformation agent is a Globy, man.
It's sound though.
Yeah, I like it. I think you're cool.
I like it.
Misinformation, you say you got a channel.
Yeah.
Post your link.
Do you think we should actually go through and review some of your videos sometime?
You can. I'm trying to not just to show one side, I will do like stories about who is MC Toon, what did he do, what he accomplished. Like doco on people
on that
involve.
subject, can I ask you a question? As a glober, do you really think that Toon and these fight the flat earth? Do you think they're genuine people? Like,
First of all, Craig is fight the fat shirt.
we know that.
No, it's like the tight shirt.
Oh, Luca, he'll hate you for that, man.
I think
that's it now, Luca.
they believe what they do and they fight for the information, and it's a legitimate thing. Anyone can do anything on YouTube.
Yeah, I know, like, but are they genuine people? Like, do they really believe what they believe? You know.
Yeah, I like them. They are not shields. I don't think.
You're not getting bad views for the amount of subscribers you got there, man. I put his link in the chat for you guys if you want to go subscribe and go watch.
Yeah, I'll subscribe.
Yeah. You're not getting bad views for the amount of subscribers, I have to say.
Yeah, look, 25,000 miles an hour wins. Come on, dude. Stop talking silliness now.
Yeah, I've subscribed, mate.
I know you don't believe this.
Well,
I'll subscribe to anybody, like,
I'm also really open to hearing opinions. This is the only way to grow and understand. If I give good information and good perspective, as the guy here.
Yep.
Well, I'll be honest with you, man. I like you, and it takes a lot for Khan to like anybody.
Khan.
I like you, Luca, and also shut up.
Hey, your stream was actually did well, Michael. The one you had today, already 255 views.
Yeah,
it did do well today, actually.
Can you link my channel to Flatzoid?
Yeah. Let me get Luca's channel as well for you guys.
Watch Luca's 11 frames, man. That was quality. Honestly, mate, I couldn't have thought it out as funny than me on.
I did think it was quite big.
Wow.
I like that.
That was
one,
actually
yeah.
done well.
Yeah, I like
that was done well.
I like that. I like you, Luca. Like, you're
Now I can't
stupid
find your
sometimes,
channel.
but I like you.
Huh?
Luca, I can't get your channel now. What?
What? That's a bit weird. Let's see if I can paste that then.
John Edwards, my wings are like full of steel. But think.
I'll post it then.
Yeah, I got it. Short.
Okay.
Okay, guys, this is Luca's channel. If you haven't subscribed to Luca as well, there we go.
Hey! Thank you. Thank you.
Can you believe I was actually in David Bennett's stream today, and Dal was in there, and we didn't fight. We actually joked around with each other today, which is really cool.
Oh, you and Dal?
Yeah. Really odd.
Hey, gentlemen, this has been one of the best shows we've had in a while. I'll be honest with you.
It's been nice fun.
It's been a good day today. Like, it's been good.
Been some drama, been some laughing, been some crying.
Hey, I thought I'd pop in and say that. I'm gonna go. I gotta go back to work. All right, bye, guys.
Shot, man.
Bless you, Roger.
What you do? Right, bye.
I like the video that Luch is called. It's on his thumbnail, or the title is "Flatzoid is a jackface, unsurprisingly."
Okay. Well, that was a bit mean.
I know. Flat is a jackface. People love being here.
Stalking.
Yeah, it's a joke. That's why. If I was being serious, I wouldn't have put in poems. So. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Was that your first video? That poem, was that your first video?
Or
did you start it before the poem?
I think the first video was about the final experiment.
Was it? No. Oh, right. Okay, was it? Okay.
Luch, how come you made the poem about PJ and not me?
Because you're not as important.
I know. It's almost like PJ is more important.
It is.
Yeah.
It might be
joke
you,
video
really.
about exactly.
I posted the link to my channel if you guys want to listen to a little bit more about biblical cosmology as seen by Enoch. So I read
guys.
Enoch. So go
Yeah.
check it out.
Please,
I need more
subscribe to
subscribers. I
Jeff.
only have 53.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, get Jeff subscribers up as well, please. It's really awesome stuff.
I would like to say thank you for the subs I just saw. Thank you. And Flatzoid, if you want to see something, really feel free. I will not demonetize you. Also.
I think you like me. I mean, we don't care if people use our content. We're not going to go and copyright strike.
Why would you care if somebody uses it?
I've been
I
copyright
don't
struck
get
to my
that,
own
mate.
content before on someone else's channel. You do know that. They've taken my stuff and done nothing to it, added one thing to it, and when I actually
Reviewed it.
did a rebuttal to it, they copyright strike me for my own content.
I know it's on a public website. Why wouldn't it be okay? I mean, I've got no problem using my videos at all.
You know, Flats, that's what they want to do, though. Like, we need to stop rebutting these people.
Well, yeah, some of them definitely.
We need to totally ignore these ballers, man. These
Oh, yeah, and remember, guys, I'm debating tomorrow night. Remember, I would have debated last week, Sunday.
Is it up?
With Peter. So I'm debating him tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on Modern Day Debates. So I won't have a pre-show, but I'll have an after show.
After show.
Okay. I'll see it day after then.
Yeah, I was expecting for that one last week. It was postponed.
Yeah,
he
Ryan
also has a small channel.
Yeah. Peter, he's also quite a nice guy. Also actually likable. We're going to be debating mostly biblical cosmology stuff, though. But he wants to talk a bit about the final experiment as well, and maybe curve and whatever. But mostly biblical cosmology stuff. But it's going to be great. It's going to be on Modern Day Debate.
He posted an interview with Will. Did you saw it?
No, I haven't watched it yet, but I did see that. I actually want to watch it.
I think you should see it because it will prepare you to the debate also.
Awesome. But yeah, I'm debating him tomorrow night, and then at 7 o'clock Central African time, and then afterwards we'll have an after show for sure.
Cool.
Yes.
Oh, David Banner says, I think Dal said he's interviewing Pastor Duffy next week. Ooh, interesting.
That Duffy.
Everybody's interviewing him. I don't even see the reason that I need to interview him.
Yeah, he's dodgy. He's dodgy.
Because I'm going to just do the same thing I've been saying all this time. I don't trust the guy.
No, like point blank, he says he hasn't thought about whether it's heliocentric or geocentric, then goes talking about satellites orbit and stuff.
But that's the thing I don't agree with him, though.
Yeah.
He said on Justin Peters, he said, yeah, young Earth, okay? Like 6,000 years about. And then chatting to Awake Souls, I actually wanted to maybe go through that tonight, but we didn't. Where he said to him, he doesnn't know if it's geocentric or heliocentric, but he fights for heliocentric. But says
that's why he's spending like 100 grand to take people down there to disprove.
Yeah. And I says he thinks it's 10,000 years. So I don't know. There's a lot of things that I don't trust at all.
No, I don't trust him.
If you want to laugh for a second, the last video I did a short about Duffy and Jaren. I don't know how you feel about Jaren's sensor, but if you want to open it, it's only 1 minute, and you can laugh at least.
Okay, let's check it out. Subscribers.
I will admit, and I'll admit it live, I'm not a big Jaren fan because of what he says about Bible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't, because he is Antichrist. You know what I mean? You said it's in the last minute or something.
And I don't think Jaren would be grown up enough to talk about it either, like, you know, because I've seen sort of things he says behind doors. Like, you know.
I did it, to be fair, with other people, but yeah.
Thank you, Alan, for subscribing to my channel.
Do you have a timestamp, much information?
Where's Luca's link?
Robin Luca.
No, it's a short, 60
Oh, short.
seconds.
I'm looking on videos. Okay. Jaren came in there. Okay. Let me quickly pause it, stick it on.
Yeah, I've just subscribed, Luca.
Yeah, I did subscribe ages ago, but unsubscribe. I will subscribe again. But if you start your trolling business, I will unsubscribe straight away.
No.
Thank you, Michael, for subscribing.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. You remember the last, what can I do?
How it looks when Will Duffy calls a flat earther to join the final experiment.
Both sides agree that if there is a 24-hour sun, we live on a globe with Antarctica as an island at the bottom of it.
Stop that.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for the truth, I can tell you I don't have money, I don't know math. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I have acquired over a very long career of lies and faking. Skills that make me a clown for people with critical thinking.
Wow.
If you don't pay for me and my girlfriend Austin Whitsitt for full vacation and bodyguards, I will not go to Antarctica. I will not admit I was lying for money. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you to protect the Flat Earth community.
Cage.
This is actually very well done, by the
Is
way.
it Jared? Looks like
Yeah,
Nicholas.
Jaren. Yeah, you put Jaren's face there.
Man.
Well
That's
done,
pretty-
that's information. That's well done. That's good.
Tiki's always. Yep.
I'm starting to forget that you are a baller.
See, I haven't done tomorrow's live yet. Is that all right? Okay, I thought she thought Vicky put out tomorrow's live. I was going to say I ain't done it yet. That's one from today's.
Today we're a bit sketchy, weren't it, with falling out in chat line?
I know.
Yeah, that,
Derek Nelson fell out with Gematria in chat and asked me to ban Gematria. I'm like, no, I'm not banning Gematria. I'm not doing that, dude. Just like if Gematria asked me to ban you, I'm not going to ban you.
It was worse than that, and I like Derek.
Yeah.
If Derek does watch this, I'm not
I
slagging
got
off
angry
Derek
with you
like
guys
me.
because you got my pronouns wrong for a spanner. I want you said I've got a wrench. I want a
No, but
spanner.
you can't say to somebody on the channel, ban somebody or I'm leaving.
I'm off. You give me an ultimatum, like ban him or I'm off. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
I
that.
like Derek, like, but that was wrong, like.
It was. I mean,
I like Sumatra and Derek. I like
that's it. I'm not going to ban either of
But
them.
they're both mods. They could have blocked each
We
other.
could have blocked each other. Yeah.
Yeah, they can just ignore each other.
Simple.
It's crazy, isn't it? Like, you know, chat spills into the show.
I know, and it was a decent enough show. Then at that point, I kind of my head went, and I just wanted to get to the end of the show at that point. Yeah, tomorrow will be different. We've got let me just see. Let's just go to it quickly. It is the Vatican's darkest secrets inside the most feared organization. So we'll have a look at that.
I'm liking PJ's streams because he talks about all different things. It's a mint.
Yeah, I like to.
None of this flat Earth, globe Earth argument bullshit. Streaming about stuff. It's a breath of fresh air, man.
You don't even comment on my channels, Michael. So I know how you feel.
Fuck off, Jeff. You know I love you.
Streaming
mate.
about stuff.
You need to tell that. I ain't even got round to watching them either. Anyway.
Did you guys?
I know. I know
So
how
what
you
do
feel.
you guys think about Neil deGrasse Tyson also wanting to go to Antarctica now?
Let him go. Oh, they're dropping off ship.
What did you say?
I did see Will Duffy's video about that.
Because he apparently wants to go with William Shatner now.
He did say he
Go
got
where-
invited.
The-
So,
I
so you
think
know
the
what would be
William
more?
Shatner
So
was
you know
fake.
even,
William
Yeah.
Shatner a bit old.
William Shatner apparently went up to there just with Jeff Bezos and that, didn't he?
Yeah, but what are they going for?
No, we did.
Are they going to
Wait.
group Sam?
Wait, Duffy took out of context William Shatner commercial for a vacation in Antarctica. It is not related. Duffy is not going together with Shatner. So I think in the video about Neil deGrasse Tyson, he did the same. He took something out of context.
Wow.
I didn't see it, but
because
I think he is.
What Duffy said is William Shatner is creating his own Antarctic cruise, and they're going to be going there after Duff and them leave.
For what though?
So, but apparently now, Neil deGrasse Tyson also wants to go with Shatner on this cruise.
I'll tell you something.
Don't you think it would be exciting if we had to have flat earthers go with them instead?
If I were dodging a coffin like Shatner, that'd be the last place I'd be going.
I know.
I would love to go with Shatner.
I didn't like that Will lied in the title and the whole story. For what? For what?
That's why we say. That's why we don't trust the guy. He's a sales pitch guy.
Yeah, he's a salesman.
He's literally a salesman. He doesn't care about being dishonest as long as he gets his sales.
No salesman. Look how many channels it's almost like seeing Dave Weiss in a different body going on all these channels. It's in bullshit.
Yeah.
By the way, I gave him ideas for experiments, but since I didn't interview him on my channel, he doesn't want to put me on the scoreboard.
He won't. Yeah, he only really cares if you interview him. That's why I don't know if you know, because I asked him why did he lie about when someone asked him about it, and he said he knew nothing about it. He didn't know who was part of it and all that. And his excuse to me was, no, he wanted it to be a surprise. He doesn't tell that to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to tell anybody, yeah, he lied. He just wants to. He just wants to be, ignore all the negative stuff and just say, hey, I'm this pastor. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this, Nah. There's a hidden agenda behind this all.
No, he likes the attention.
The big red flag.
He likes the attention. He's building a channel. Nothing is simple.
Yeah, that's part of it, building a channel, obviously. There's no publicity like bad publicity. But I don't trust the guy. I don't know if you checked Sovereign Soul. Dave Sovereign Soul, SUSUM. Him and his Ryan from Corporate Fiction, Burn the Corporate Fiction, they did some digging up about Will Duffy and his past and the people he was hanging out with, because now he's pastoring Bill Enyard's church. Bob Enyard. I think it was Bob or Bill. What? Bob. Anyway, this Bob Enyard dude was involved in very sketchy stuff. It was almost like satanic kind of stuff. And, he used to be his media correspondent, you could say. He was doing all his media stuff. So he knew everything that's going on. And he's taken over that Bob Enyard's church, him and Bob Enyard's son, after he died. And this is like, people are seeing this as like maybe a cover up to maybe make him look good. Really, maybe watch SSUM stream on that. It's actually some good information.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not going to say the words that they were involved in, Bob Enyard, but it has got to do with a P, the letter P.
Vicky's put Sov's links in and Ryan's, his sons.
There we go. Yeah.
Burn the Corporate Fiction and Sovereign Soul and Chainmail.
I'll put loads of links in. But they were the last two.
Sandra, no, I don't think that was Round Eye. Sorry, misinformation age. Were you Round Eye? Maybe the only chance it came in last night. I think it was someone else.
No, that was somebody else putting on an accent.
No, first time.
No,
that's what I said.
That other person was putting on an accent, Sandra, without a doubt.
Guys.
Later, Luke. Take care, man.
Thanks for coming, man. By the way, guys, Luca wakes up at like 5 a.m. to do these shows.
He does, actually.
Yeah.
Bless cotton socks.
I do like coming on here.
Yeah, but sleep, man. You don't need to wake up 5 a.m.
That's true. There's some times when I do actually sleep, like on the other stream that you did, where you thought I'd come on, but I didn't because I was sleeping.
Luca,
I would have, but I was asleep.
Luca, just before you run, why do you like coming on here when we all pick on you?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't really pick on me.
Ah, right. Well, tell that to your baller mates.
Yeah, because they do think we do.
Especially the Australian baller mates.
They do think that, yeah.
I just want to say thank you, Roger Little, for another $2 which it says duffel bag lie. No way.
I'm gonna leave in 3,
And Lasonic?
2, 1.
Cheers, Luca.
Yeah, dude.
You rock, Roger. Thank you very much. And then Lasonic, good to see you, man. Thank you for $5. He says, great show as always. I'm very glad you enjoy it. He says, do a breakdown of MC2 and Sean on biblical cosmology when you have time. Awesome. Do you have a link for that, mate? I didn't know he did a show with I think he debated Sean on biblical cosmology. That would be really cool. I'd love to actually do that. Although I can't stand McToon, but if it's much with biblical cosmology, I'd love to do that. Sean, I have no idea. But thank you very much. You rock, Sonic. If you got a link, maybe I can find it. Let's see. Maybe it's on McToon. It should be on McToon. That guy puts everything up. Let's see. And we're actually having a nice long stream tonight. Oh, Sean Griffin from Kingdom Context. This is 2 days ago.
Really?
Ooh. Yeah, guys, I think we'll be doing that. Yeah. Okay, so we'll definitely be doing biblical cosmology with that. You guys vote chat. Vote 1 if you say yes to do the review on that, or vote 2 if you say nah, give it a pass. 1 in chat if you think we should do a review, or 2 in chat if you give it. So far 2 1s. That's great. I'm going to do this as well.
I'm going to do it.
Spamming my own chat. Naughty boy.
How did you manage to do that quickly, though?
I didn't do that.
What do you mean?
How'd you
just
manage
press 1 enter. 1 enter, 1 enter, 1 enter, 1 enter.
Well, you did it that quickly?
Yeah.
Wow, man.
I can do it quicker.
Wow, man. I got I'm messing up.
You're going to be doing that.
No, I know what's not quicker.
I've definitely spammed it.
I tried doing it and I clicked on chat box, so it did nothing.
You did 21 of them.
I've lost 7 subscribers this stream, guys.
Really?
Oh.
It must be the Nathanites. Oh, well.
Maybe.
I guess they will have.
Hey, Joe's back. What's up, man?
Hiya, what are you saying?
Yeah. So yeah, guys, I think tomorrow night, well, not tomorrow night because it's the debate. Monday night, we'll do the review of McToon and Sean on biblical cosmology.
You're debating the guy. What's his name again?
Peter, tomorrow night.
Yeah. The guy that we did the reviews of his video. Yeah.
Peter.
Have you seen his recent thing about the final experiment?
Yeah, they said I must watch it. I'll watch it tomorrow quickly.
Okay, because he did like a simulation of it, and it's pretty cool. Well, it is cool, but it is pretty funny. Because he ignores the atmosphere. He didn't take that into account in his animation.
Ah, okay. Yeah, but how? You know, they are very selective on when to use refraction and not.
I know, right? Refraction is their magic word when it comes to a measurement, but when it comes to any other claim, it's no, we don't need refraction.
Of course.
Which is funny because flat earthers actually love bringing up refraction.
Well, of course, it shows it's apparent.
Well, yeah, but when it comes to like seeing the stars, seeing anything astronomical, you've got to take into account that the atmosphere distorts it, but they don't really. Well, maybe the actual astronomers do, but like the people online, they don't take it into account at all.
Yeah. So there's the debate link for tomorrow. I'm not going to be streaming it myself because I just don't seem to get it working. Or do you think I can try it now that I've got the full paid version?
Yeah, you could try it.
Yeah, maybe it'll work.
So I'll try. It'll work now that I've got the paid version.
I mean,
And,
I could actually go live and stream it.
Yeah, but that don't get Flatzoid is.
No, of course not. But you could have had.
so yeah, I'll try and stream it, but if it doesn't work, then I think we just end the. If I see it's not really working, then we can end it and just go. Then because I'm going to have an after show, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking about recording.
Why don't you stream it and then we can go on Flatz's after the thing?
Yeah, no, I was thinking about streaming it as in you could have had the recording and put it on your channel, but it
takes away from flat stream.
Take away from Flat's. No, yeah, I'd rather not do that. Yeah. If there was no other way, then yeah. But try streaming it yourself, and it's the best way.
We could all stream it, but
yeah, of course. I mean, we could just restream it as well, but there's no point. It takes away from Flat's.
Well, you know what you can do. PJ streams the stream of my stream to review it, and Michael streams the stream of PJ to review his review of my stream watching MVD.
Listen, you know what Michael will be doing, review of that. You know what Michael will be doing, don't you? He won't be watching no debate.
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't want to support modern day debate, so
me neither. I don't want to support any debate with ballers.
Well, I'm actually happy about this debate because for once it's based on biblical cosmology. Because no one ever wants to debate me on biblical cosmology. They always just want to debate on the same. Is the Earth flat or a globe? And then we have the same arguments.
Yeah.
Prove gas pressure like containment, or what is horizon, or what's level, where's the curve. It's the same stuff over and over. You know what I mean? So to me, it's a breath of fresh air that we're actually doing biblical cosmology for once.
Right. What does that even mean? Too hot, the porridge is too cold.
What does that mean,
what would you, how far would you be willing to take it, Flatzoid, with the biblical debate?
What do you mean, how far?
Because is it it's a plane, or would you debate the firmament? Would you debate
everything?
Would you debate the Psalms?
Everything, the whole Bible.
Obviously, I'll keep him.
Sorry.
Will you make claims about the whole model?
Yeah, I'm 100% for Hebrew cosmology.
Yeah.
Yep. Same here.
Can I ask something weird about that? About the dome. Is it supposed to go to the level ground, or is there openings according to the Bible and stuff?
There's windows. Well, the Bible says there's windows that open and close. That's how the Noah's flood came.
Yeah.
So it does close though.
And there's a great deep as well.
But are they
also,
in
what about
the
the foundations?
I mean, are they in the level that we can exit and go outside, or it's
No.
No, I would say they're high up. Have you seen how the Hebrew cosmology is drawn out? Let me quickly get up for you.
Show him the book that I sent you, Flatzoid. Show him the book.
I think I saw a picture, but it's up to the ground. It's fully closed chamber.
The firmament is held up by the mountains.
We are enclosed.
Yeah, we are enclosed.
Yeah. The Bible says that you are enclosed. There are the ends of the earth, the four corners of the earth, that kind of stuff.
Mm.
It's not that one, Flatzoid. It's the other one that I sent
the
you.
other one, yeah. I've realized I opened the wrong one.
I mean, that chest idea is pretty cool, but you know.
Chest.
Yeah.
We're in a chest.
It's just a like drawing that a Christian monk made in the 5th century. I don't know if he was claiming that it was like the truth, but it is like really interesting.
Why book 10? No, it's also not this one. Where's the other one now?
I mean, it's in the PDF that I sent you.
Yeah. I know. But
Ancient mythology.
no, I didn't save it as a. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look under my downloads then.
Oh.
What do you know? Because I know which one it is. I showed the book the other night.
Oh, did you?
Earliest Cosmology's vintage book. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Then beneath the Babylonian one.
Okay, is it showing, guys, on screen?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the Babylonian. There we go.
There it is. Look at that beauty.
Can you see this information?
Yeah.
You see there it says Windows on top. That's what I said would be high. So
Okay, I just never heard of this version.
Yeah. So where we would say Antarctica would be the shoal, around the Earth. The firmament would obviously be reached or be touching down somewhere in Antarctica, and then go right above us, and then close.
Yeah, I mean, it would be better if there was like a 3D rendition. Could be better to picture it in your head.
Oh yeah.
Do that in AutoCAD.
But a more updated one would be. I like this one from that Michael Hauser did. There we go.
Yeah, that one. I want to get a T-shirt made of that.
Yeah.
I should.
Yeah. That one is pretty cool, but it's still kind of like 2D,
Yeah, but it just shows it in a bit more depth. Thank you, what's Lord Devil for your $2 super chat. Sabine still think we are scary because of this. she's quite scared of flat Earth for some reason. You're rock, man.
Flatzoid.
That's crazy though, isn't it? Why be scared of it?
I know, like, if we're just wrong, why be scared? But I don't think she's scared of like the claim. I think she's just scared that it's very popular.
Oh, she's scared that she's wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
because if flat Earth gets insanely popular, it's gonna hurt her entire, career of science education, which is telling people in a condensed manner what the science trademark believes.
If she was smart, she could jump on bandwagon.
Her latest video is saying how dark matter is false.
Yeah,
So
I mean, she's got some good stuff.
Around.
I don't know. I mean, she's got a video saying that she doesn't believe in the second law of thermodynamics.
Yeah, that's
or something like that.
Yeah, but the reason she says that is because she knows the Earth as a globe violates the second law.
I mean, their Big Bang also violates different laws.
Because the thing is, the issue with the second law is the globe defenders claim gravity is holding the gas down. So they're claiming gravity overcomes entropy.
Yeah. So basically, the law of gravity beats the law of thermodynamics. Well, no, the law of entropy.
The law of entropy, yeah, it overcomes the law of entropy, and that
Yeah, but
by virtue is a ridiculous statement.
Yeah, I know, because aren't laws supposed to work uniformly with each other? They're not meant to like beat one another and contradict one another, and like one law is better than another law. You know, like it's meant to be. They're simultaneously like uniformly.
It's a natural tendency.
My law's better than your law.
Yeah, basically, like it's meant to be the uniformity of nature. It's not meant to be the superiority of gravity.
Yeah. The thing is, how it works is it's a natural tendency always to happen. So entropy is something that will always happen. Doesn't care about your beliefs or whatever. At the end of the day, gravity can't overcome entropy. It's never been demonstrated that it can even have remotely do so.
I mean, they've never demonstrated that gravity has any causal relations to anything anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yep. They've not shown that it's an. I mean, they don't even claim it's a force anymore. So.
Flatzoid, I have a question about the picture. You jumped fast, but anyway, about your biblical debate tomorrow, or your opinion overall about the luminaries or not the luminaries. Do you claim they're inside the dome or outside the dome?
Inside in the firmament.
Inside the firmament itself.
Yeah.
Is you asking about the luminaries?
Yeah, look, this is why I say what space is projected at to us is false. I do believe we do have the luminaries, what we see.
And with us,
I would say space, what we see, what is real, okay, but not as a space vacuum. It's still in the same system.
Yeah.
Like we are in space, basically. This is the definition.
Bible describes an outer darkness.
I know. Everything is space. Everything is considered.
Everything physical has a location within three-dimensional space, but that doesn't mean that there's this, adjacent vacuum, right? There's this massive expanding vacuum, right?
Yeah, you have to understand the differences between. Sorry, you have to understand the differences between the globe space and what we say. We would be, if you imagine a swimming pool or an ocean or whatever, and we are enclosed inside that swimming pool. Yeah. So there's just water all around, on top, below, everything. If we are encapsulated in there.
In Bible,
you guys would believe there's no water. You believe we're just in nothing.
Yeah. In Bible, there's something that's described as outer darkness. Yeah, where there's weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Yeah.
And if you read Enoch, he sort of goes to that place, and I think it is the actual firmament where there's imprisoned angels there. That's what I believe. And I think like the good stars that obey God are in with us, and the bad stars that disobey God are actually imprisoned inside this firmament. And in Enoch, firmament's also described as God's secret place. So there's somewhere where these stars or angels are imprisoned, you know what I mean? And it's not under earth, I don't think. And that got some rate likes, that, didn't it?
Yep. Crickets.
What's Canon about? It's talking ballots. You've read it in Enoch, just surely.
Yeah, I have.
Enoch sees them big burning mountains and that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, I think that's the show. We've gone on 40 minutes extra.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed tonight. It was thoroughly awesomeness. To let you guys know, I am still working on my documentary. I want it to be good, so I'm going to take my time and make it as top-notch quality as I can. Hopefully, I can get hold of something
better than Beyond the Curve.
Oh yeah, no, this is quite high quality stuff I'm doing, guys. It actually has has a reason to what I'm saying, and I'm going to also be doing some interviews and stuff. So it is
What's
quite-
the name? Do you have a name for it yet?
Yes, I do. Flat Earth Obsessed.
Oh yeah,
So-
because it's to do with the it's to do with like the globe defenders who have like an insane attachment to flat Earth.
Yeah, it's specifically about the anti-flat earthers that's very obsessed with the flat Earth.
That's one of the big main reasons why I think we're onto something with flat Earth, you know, because of how they deal with it. Like, it's crazy.
I mean, I think a lot of it is just it makes them feel good, you know. It's like, so from their perspective, flat earthers are just obviously retarded. So it kind of feels like you're debating against somebody that you can never lose, and they like that feeling. So they like the feeling of like being able to, in their mind, crush the debate every single time.
Yeah.
So it's basically no matter what, they win.
On top of that, though, like, they think that they're wise and they're really not. Like, they're probably more stupid than your average person. But they think because they're propping up the paradigming consensus that they're smart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it is a thing of like, it's an easy battle for them. So like that's why there's a lot of people that when they start doing like live debates, they will pick flat Earth because they think, oh, to get my feet in the water, we're just gonna, to dip my toes in the water, we're just gonna try something that I will always win, because in their mind, flat Earth is so dumb. So they don't even view it as a debate, really. They just view it as, let's go own some retards because it's funny, right? And it makes me feel good, you know?
Yeah.
So they're not like, if you go into the 24/7 Discord, most of the people that join think it's a joke, or they just want to troll because they think it's so ridiculous, right? They think that flat Earth is so ridiculous that they're gonna obviously win no matter what. So they come in with all this pride.
I've had so many people like that in my comments when I first started doing videos and that, and they come and it's like they're not even smart, you know. They think they're smart, like, and they're so easy to obliterate. And they'll come, they'll make their mouth. You'll say something to them that makes them look stupid, and then they run off. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. I mean, there are some videos that are like actually really dumb. Because like I kind of like doing it too, not like arguing endlessly in the comments, but I do like looking up videos that are dumb just to laugh though. So I get where they're coming from, but the whole spending like 6 hours a day in comments is just sad.
Yeah, but there's a difference also where you make your channel dedicated just to trying to debunk something that you think is ridiculous. You know
are you in Volta Dumb on Element, Joe?
Sorry?
Are you in Volta Dumb? Because I've got a group on Element where we just record all stupid comments. Like, I'll invite you.
Some of those comments in there.
Not in there, I'll invite you. You can go back through and read some of them. Like,
sure, man, sure.
That Vault of Dumb is a dedicated channel to literally just put the dumbest comments on.
Screenshotting up dumb comments, like
comments, just comments from any videos, like anti-flag, global comment.
There's some dumb.
Man.
You'll be there your entire life, man.
You could be.
Oh, you'll have a laugh in there if you're going to.
I tend to read them, put any in there because there's so many to choose from. I just laugh at the one to make.
One of my favourite ones in there is Wally talking about gas. Gas pressure is caused by gas molecules bouncing off each other or something to that effect. Like, it's like, wow.
Wow. I mean, that's not even what the equation for pressure is. It's a F over area.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be a physical surface. It's not the molecules. Also, isn't there like the gases, they don't collide? That's what's assumed in kinetic molecular theory, right?
Because like we've been dealing with him that long, haven't we, Flats? Like, it's so easy to just walk him into a trap. Like, you just let him waffle, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Flatzoid, you know about this, isn't it called elastic collisions?
Yes. Oh, awesome shirt, man. Yeah, elastic
collisions. Let me go check it.
Perfect elastic collisions.
Yeah, but like that's assumed in KMT.
Yeah.
What shirt? I want to say something about what you said about the globies and so on. Just to specify something. Different people have different hobbies. There's nothing wrong with that. If they enjoy talking about flat Earth or round Earth, let them be, that's it. If MC Toon wants to talk only about that and only debunk that, let him be and do what he knows best.
I get the sentiment behind
There's
that.
no-
There's a
What we're
Bible
trying
verse
to
that talks about that.
Yeah, you see what you're trying to explain is there's a difference between anti-flat earthers and normal globers.
Yep.
Because an anti-flat earther is very specific to how can I put this? It's almost cult-like. You know what I mean? It's cult-like. They make it their bread and butter. They literally make it their life's mission to try and debunk flat Earth. You know what I mean? And these are the same people that just say, no, flat Earth's just a joke. It's ridiculous. I mean, we just take it as an entertainment joke. But their whole life is literally situated on the fixation of trying to debunk this ridiculous flat Earth. You understand?
Dislodged backstage.
Yeah, I was going to say, Roger Ledwell, thank you for your $2. It says that Craig is the best example. Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely. Hey, Dislord, what's up? But misinformation, what do you think about like McToon and them saying, if it comes to the final experiment and they find they don't see the sun for 24 hours, they will delete everything on their whole channel? What do you think about that?
I actually love that.
I don't believe it.
It's being honest and sticking to his beliefs. And I think the flat Earth side should also do it. At least like guys like Whitson, which is their bread and butter to go on debates. He should upload the same video.
Just quickly, while nobody's talking, I've got to go. God bless all.
We still got to go. But before we do, Joe, you want to read a Bible verse quickly?
Yeah. There's a part in the book of Proverbs where they're talking about fighting, right? And King Solomon says, avoiding a fight is a mark of honor because only fools insist on quarreling. So pretty much, and I think that applies to what the agent guy was saying, right? That like we should just leave them be. There's also another part in the Proverbs where it says that not every argument is worth having. I think that applies here because you can go in circles with some people and it'll never get to anything. So only idiots don't know how to pick their battles, you know?
Well, let's put it this way. Who was it? Mark Twain, I think, that said, don't argue with a fool or someone won't know who the fool is.
I don't know if that's the quote.
Or they won't know.
Isn't the quote like it is hard to win an argument with a smart person, but it's okay.
He has more than one quote, just to let you know.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's one I like where it's
harder to convince someone they've been fooled than to fool them. That's the one you're thinking of. Harder to fool someone than to convince they've been fooled.
That's not what I was thinking of. My one was a different one. My one, I don't know if this is Mark Twain. It could be. My one was that it is hard to win an argument with a smart person, but it's impossible to win with an idiot. And then this is a real Mark Twain one. This is an actual Mark Twain one. A lie can be halfway around the earth or like the world before the truth has even got its shoes on yet. So lies can spread like wildfire. Before someone can take the time to carefully evaluate, analyze, and then condense the truth into an easy format. Because often the truth is quite hard and for most people to grasp in some topics, so you need to spend a lot of time reducing it to something simple.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, so you guys have any closing statements?
I have one. It is all entertainment. Just see it as entertainment. The same way people like to open YouTube with people doing accidents. It's just entertainment.
Well, The ISS is not real. It lives in a violation of the second thermodynamics. Doesn't work. It can't be there. It's rubbish. Tin can, like you said, Mr. Misinformation Agents. Tin can.
Yep. A tin can underwater in a
So
swimming
one
The Bible is true, and it states it's the Earth is flat.
That's right, dude.
The Earth is
And that
flat.
it doesn't
Amen.
Very
move.
harmful.
It doesn't have
Harmful
actual
lie.
rotation.
Yeah.
It's stationary.
Yeah.
And the whole thing about people having to delete their channels, if this and that, that's just children games. The fact that they even put up such a shot, that they even mention stuff like that, you will delete your channel if you lose, that's so childish. It shows that if you mention that as, a choice, you're retarded. Who would it benefit to delete one or the other channel? You're removing all the content so no one can ever go and look at it again and see why he was wrong or why he was right. It's just a runaway tactic, And they want
But
you to
that's the
delete your
thing.
stuff
They've
too
got
because they
all
know it's more true
just
than
lo-
theirs.
But anyway, even if they wanted to delete their channel, they would just create a new one, and they have all their content stored anywhere on hard drives that they can just upload it again. It's not going to make a difference. They'll get all
Sure,
those
but-
people that they had already.
Yeah.
So
That should not be
There
allowed in the
wouldn't-
deal, though. It should be all the content is gone. It's deleted too. It should be like that, or the deal
no,
would
man,
make
people
no
work
sense.
hard for this stuff.
They would never put another bit.
No,
Yeah, I know. But what's the point?
Can I
then?
add something?
There's no point to deleting it.
Yeah. Okay.
Only likes and
If you haven't heard, it's actually going to be part of the contract. Will is not going to pay for anyone not admitting the model to go there. Like he's going to force Jaren or Witset to write on a contract, they will delete the channel, or at least they will upload the video
There's always T's
admitting.
and C's. Yeah, there is always T's and C's.
It's like part of the deal.
Mhm.
Also, I think MC Toon is doing that because he didn't went to Antarctica. Like many of his followers was disappointed for him to not to go and prove his claims.
Mhm.
So he has to find another way to show how he believes
Loyalty.
it.
Yeah, loyalty. Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
and there should be much more people going,
But
not just this guy, that guy.
Yeah. But like I said, for me, from a flat Earth point of view, I just don't see how this will prove a flat Earth or not. It will, however, disprove or prove a globe for the globies, you understand? Because you guys can only have the sun working in one way. We don't need to have a sun or not a sun. We can have 2 suns, 10 suns, it doesn't matter because no one's making a claim
I know.
what the sun is or where it is, you understand? The only ones making a claim are the globies. So,
Yeah.
So whatever's going to be seen in December is not going to disprove or prove a flat Earth, but it can only be evidence for a globe or disprove what the globe is. That's it.
Exactly.
It's peripheral to flat Earth anyway, because flat Earth is about measurement of the surface. It's not about astronomy.
Well,
All
let's
that
put it-
is external.
Yeah, let's put it this way as well. If you get one evidence that pertains to something contradicting what you believe, does that now constitute that the other 100 of evidences for your stance is now false? No.
Not necessarily.
What was that? Sorry.
If you find one evidence that's against your stance, does that now null invalidate the other 100 evidences for your stand?
I mean, maybe not, but it could refute the underlying paradigm.
Only if it was a
Yeah,
bombshell.
Like if you refute, like if you refute flat Earth, that doesn't mean that, for example, the Earth orbits, right? It could be a geocentric sphere, right? So like just because you refute one point could refute the paradigm, but that doesn't mean that those individual claims that were assorted into the paradigm are now false. They could be reordered into a different paradigm. it's like a game of Jenga, right? You take out one piece, the whole thing reorders, or you take out one piece and the whole thing falls, right?
Exactly.
That's what I would say. So the whole, viewing the sun in Antarctica would be external to flat Earth, I would say. But also, I would think that shouldn't they repeat it for like a few years and see what they get, because they could get different results, or in their mind.
I saw an interesting video again tonight where people were amazed where they're looking at the sun over the ocean and they saw again two suns. You know what I mean? It's
Sorry?
like where they saw two suns.
Wow.
And it's different. They can't say, oh, it's just based on the sensor. The people are literally seeing it with their eyes, and they're taking different cameras, different type of phones and stuff, and they're all getting the same effect. You know what I mean? So
Could I get a link to that?
I'll try and look for it and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, because I would need to look into that.
If they could
Yeah.
I wonder if they maybe could, with chemtrails and all the kind of stuff they can spray, if they can make some kind of illusion that can only be seen in certain light and stuff, or certain camera filters and
Project
stuff.
Bluebeam?
They might be able to spray it in the
Project
sky, we can
Bluebeam,
only
you never
see
know.
with cameras.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I think it's time to end.
Could be coming.
We did a whole extra hour tonight for the show, so that's quite cool.
Yes, yeah, sure, man. Yeah.
So I'll see you all tomorrow night. Remember, 7 o'clock Central African time. Going to be doing the debate against Peter McKinley, or whatever his name is, on biblical cosmology and other stuff. And then we'll have an after show. PJ, you gonna have coffee tomorrow morning?
Morning coffee, yeah. I've put the link in chat already. I just sorted it out while we were talking now. So it's all sorted for the morning, guys.
Exactly.
Back
And I want to say thank you for everybody coming. Thank you for all the super chats. Everybody hit the likes, shared the show. Thank you everybody on all the platforms. Wow, a lot of platforms. Streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Kicked, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. So it's quite epic. But it's good to see all the support everywhere. Thank you for everybody. Many, many blessings. And yeah, it was great to have you guys on. Misinformation was great to have you on as well. You're always welcome, man. Definitely appreciate you.